sugar mama? You pay people after you
Well, not all the time.
Did he literally them? Or are we just using that word because he was a little weird?
It was a little bit less than how you described it.
Okay, so let's not use words.
A little bit less.
And I don't pay them with money. That's kind of like...
That's very unbecoming behavior, but only for a woman. It's okay if men do it. I'm just kidding.
He would come in and scream at everyone.
Scream why? What was...
So he would scream at people? That's not very like behavior. If I was trying to kids or whatever the argument is, you know what I would do? I'd be really nice.
Yeah, because I was like, you're such a good boy. You get some AirPods. Take care of you. Well, I can tell you how I got fired.
I would love to hear that.
I picked up a contract.
Wait, so he was kind of a but what she really got fired for was because she picked up a contract. Okay. I agree with you 100%, Caleb Hammer. I agree with you 1,000%, Caleb Hammer. I agree with you 10,000%, Caleb Hammer. Caleb Hammer is the man who we reacted to when Papa Gut finally beat Sigrun on the hardest difficulty on New Game Plus. All right, guys. We're doing Caleb Hammer. It's been a while. Doing so much Ethan Klein. But... we got this. This is a very interesting title. It's called Sex Freak. By the way, interesting that that's in the thumbnail, in the title. I guess they're getting really, they're getting loosey-goosey. Sex Freak is a certified B word. Dumb B word. That's crazy. I thought he was talking about me. Let's see what you got for me, Caleb. My hammer.
Sugar mama? Sugar mama?
Yeah! I like this already, dude.
You pay people after you
But I mean, at least times.
She looks like a Molly. She looks like her name is Molly. What do we think about that, chat? Does that sound accurate?
Bought them AirPods and Apple Watches.
I take care of my babies.
All right. I feel like this is something you shouldn't be bragging about. Keep this to yourself. Don't be bragging about how you... I wouldn't go on a financial audit if I did this kind of stuff. I wouldn't go... Maybe that's why I won't go on it. No, I just... Why would you want to go on it? The fuck?
Yeah, because I was like, you're such a good boy. You get some AirPods.
It's like, what the are you doing?
She's got some lesbian vibes. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just getting some vibes there. You guys keep telling me Caleb really has been ramping up his unhingedness. Let's see it. I'm here for it.
You can't pick.
I like Caleb Hammer. I like Caleb Hammer a lot. I know people give him shit. He's like, oh, he yells at people. That's the whole thing, and he's honest about it. He literally calls himself like the fucking financial audit Jerry Springer guy. You know, like he's not sitting here like, guys, listen, I'm like a super serious blah, blah, blah. Like his advice is always good, and then he throws in some Jerry Springer. Don't hate the player, bro. Hate the game. He's an honest guy. I like honest guys. Puts on a little bit of a show. He's honest about it. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Hey, download my budgeting app today and take control of your money once and for all. And for a limited
budget me, daddy.
Time only, sign up for the annual version of Premium and get my cookbook and notebook signed and mailed directly to you. Link in the description and pinned comment below.
Hi, my name's Janette. I'm 26 years old. I'm from Cape Coral, Florida, and this is Financial Audit.
I'm a dumb bitch and can't stop buying stupid
That's what she said to Caleb? Oh, so she called herself that. That must have been like the introduction. Dude, this was a smart play because the title is so intense that I feel like people are going to be like, oh my God, Caleb, you're being rude again. But it seems like it's her title. Like she was the one who like said this. She messaged him in the email, so that's probably why he felt comfortable with that energy.
LOL. That was her opening line in her application to be on the show. A self-described dumb.
You got it.
Okay.
Oh,
so,
boo.
you know what's interesting? And we talk about this in a lot of episodes. And I think I can...
It's not bad looking, dude. What do you think her type is?
naturally bring it up here.
Do you think that do you think that her sugar babies are boys or girls? You think that she would sugar baby my wife?
If I go out and about, let's just say, I'm trying to think of an analogy right now. I'm trying to think of an example. I go out and about and I realize I'm wearing a pair of shoes. And every time I wear this pair of shoes, I get, what are those little bumps called?
Blisters?
Well, a blister, and it hurts. And it's every fucking time. Every single time. Typically, what I do is I figure out, maybe I shouldn't wear those shoes because I realize this. Your application is self...
But you know what, Caleb? You're not a woman. You don't understand. Sometimes women got to be wearing those shoes that are uncomfy because it's a fashion statement, doggy boy. What are you talking about?
Fine. You're the dumb...
I don't know, man. I could see a world where Caleb does a little drag. I smack it. I think it's good. Well, I wouldn't. Well, maybe I don't know. It is looking up, but anyway, I feel like I could ship it. That's what I meant to say.
Who can't
ship
control her
him with
spending?
the drag?
Why aren't you wearing a different pair of shoes? Like, I feel like this shouldn't even be a conversation we need to have.
She's got the male ego there. It's a problem. She's got a man's ego.
I don't mean to come in intense, but that's pretty basic. If I want to change something, and I know that I can know things are wrong,
Right.
But maybe I don't have that extra incentive to change it. I know what I eat is necessarily wrong. Sometimes when I, have some bad food, it's not like the most life-impacting thing for me, so I don't really care, so I don't change that. But if there is something I care about, I do what is necessary to change it. This would suggest if you are on this show and you are self-realizing what is bad, you actually do not want to change it.
But I also love I love Amazon.
Okay, Bezos doesn't know you exist, so
maybe the Trump tariffs will be good. Maybe it'll make people like they won't be able to afford all their reckless spending anymore. Caleb, the tariffs are going to ruin you. No,
I don't. Okay, what?
Maybe Trump is healing the country by destroying the economy. He's getting people off. Maybe he's trying to remove everybody's addictions to cheap crap
on Amazon. What is worth it?
It's all overnight stuff that I can't get at Walmart, like dog treats and like
dog treats overnight.
You can't get dog treats at Walmart. What?
Dog treats? Why don't you just go to fucking Petco? Go to Petco real quick.
Because it's easier for Amazon. It's overnight. It comes at 4 in the morning. I wake up and it's there.
Yeah, but
I mean, listen. I feel like I'm always. Sometimes I just look for an excuse to get out of the fucking house. You know what I mean? Like I'm fucking trapped in there. I'm gonna do something.
But have Petco that evening. Okay, it doesn't even matter anyway. Either way, it would be shopping.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's just dog treats every once in a while, that's not the craziest thing in the world.
I buy dog treats like every day. I don't know. I mean, I know.
How many dog treats does she fucking? What the hell's the matter with this woman?
Dogs do you have?
Well, I have my dog, and I also take care of puppies, and then my dad has
your job?
Oh my god, she's definitely a lesbian.
It's like my side.
Wait, what do you do for a living? That's my usual first question.
So I handle.
She handles something.
Accounts receivable for an engineering firm.
Okay.
What do you make?
$22 an hour.
What's the scoff?
I literally can't believe people show up for $22 an hour.
Do you show up for $22 an hour?
Yeah, but I don't want to.
True, same.
But you do. Why are you calling out other people? You do.
Right. It's just not.
How many hours a week do you work when you show up that you can't believe people do?
I'm supposed to be there for 40 hours.
I think she's just complaining how she should get paid more. Probably. I don't know. Especially in engineering.
I usually swing about 35.
But I usually swing about 35 if it's supposed to be 40.
Because I'm doing like my dog stuff on the side. I have.
What does the dog stuff pay better? What the fuck?
You get paid for that?
Yeah.
Okay, if you get paid for that, then I mean it's fine. But $22 an hour, you're saying I can't believe people show up. Why the f do you have that job then?
I guess because it's hard to find something more than that.
I mean, if you don't have skills or resume capabilities or interview techniques, yeah.
Well, I'm actively looking for more than $22 an hour.
Well, I'm glad you look at the jobs.
I'm actively applying for jobs.
With a good resume, with good interview skills that have
seems like she's actually making an effort. What the fuck? Oh my god.
been practiced? I
would say good interview skills.
I mean, 26, okay. I would suggest
good interview skills does help, but usually it helps to have credentials as well.
You would have some job experience with that.
Yeah.
So what's the issue? How long have we...
I feel like nowadays maybe you should have bad interview skills, right? Like, oh, I have good interview skills. Oh, okay. But now it's more socially acceptable to be autistic, which, by the way, is a very good thing. It's a very good thing because then people with autism get jobs. But now they're like, if they suspect, like, okay, this person, they might feel a little bad for denying you, you know? I'm just saying. I think it's something to keep in mind. Maybe you want to try to play that card a little bit, you know? I don't know.
We've been looking.
Since I got hired at this job, so maybe like 7 months.
You've been looking for 7 months?
Yes.
What are you looking for if $22 an hour isn't acceptable to you? What hits your account on a monthly basis from this job?
Maybe like 3-ish, 32.
Why aren't you surviving?
Because everything's expensive.
Damn.
I've got
maybe
dogs.
don't buy the expensive.
You got your dogs. You got the 4,000 dog tree. How fat are your dogs? How fat are your dogs? Real question.
Things.
Yeah.
That's what the rest of us do if we can't afford something.
That makes sense, for sure.
Shit,
But
I buy it anyway, dude. we all buy it anyway.
Quality. I like quality.
No, you don't. You're getting it off Amazon. You don't get quality shit off Amazon. What the fuck are you talking about?
Stuff.
Amazon literally exists to be non-quality, right?
Like the word you just used was like.
Quality.
Yeah,
like.
but you said you like
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Like it's okay. That's not a necessity. If it's not a necessity, what?
It makes you comfy, though. Don't you like being comfy? Right?
What?
Expensive stuff's comfy. And quality and lasts longer.
What are you
Crazy.
doing? You're smirking.
I'm trying to convince you that it's not necessarily that bad.
Why the fuck are you on the show then?
Yeah, what the hell are you doing? Well, she wants to figure out a way to have her cake. She's just here for the fun, Caleb. Caleb, you're such a handsome guy. I think people just show up to have a little bit of fun with Caleb Hammer. That's what I think. I love Caleb.
Did you hear what you just said in the...
I don't think Caleb could ever do anything to like fucking make me dislike him, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I just love him so much. I miss you so much. You know?
last 30 seconds?
That I like dumb
I mean, you're
quality
correct
shit.
that you're a dumb bitch if what you just said in the last 30 seconds is what you believe, and then you just said you want to get out of this and want to change. Beyond.
Thank you, Caleb.
Beyond
Hammer.
conflicting statements.
I love you so much.
Guys, getting expensive stuff is so cute. It's so cutesy. I really want to change. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, why can't I have both?
Math?
True.
They call that having your cake and eating it too, which never made any sense to me because it's like, why would you get cake if you weren't going to eat it?
But what if we do the math so I can have some knife and then cut
So why
out-
haven't you budgeted that
I'm
then?
trying. I don't know. I've cut out like a lot
What
of
She
the
needs
fuck
you,
is your
Caleb.
personality? What the fuck is that? Are you-
What?
Oh my gosh. I've only met a
She
couple
needs you,
people
Caleb.
like you.
Oh my
This is
God.
what kills me. Is
All
like
I
I'm like seeing their
wanted
personality for the
was
first time in my
you.
life, where you're like that goofball. You have that goofball energy. Take it fucking serious.
Oh, this is
See?
insane, actually.
I'm taking it very seriously. I do have a lot of debt and I do need to get out of it. I also need to stop buying dumb
Then why don't you?
because it's easy to buy dumb.
Are you kidding me right now?
I understand it's easy. Why are we not putting in mechanisms? Why are we not putting in coping skills? Why are we not putting in a budget? Why are we not putting in effort? I know it is easy. I know.
I don't know. I always say this, but I really don't understand why people show up to this show when they're just like, Caleb. I mean, it's got to just be like for fun. They got to be like, Mom, I went on the Caleb Hammer show. Oh, honey, I watched Caleb Hammer because Caleb Hammer, you know, he's a universally loved figure, you know? He's a universally loved guy. That's what I think.
It is easy. We got that. We have established. Why aren't you doing anything to prevent you or fucking just because something is easy doesn't mean you do it. It's easy to go jump off the roof if you want to. Doesn't mean you fucking do. So why aren't you doing
I
anything
agree,
to counteract
Caleb.
it if you actually
I agree with you 100%, Caleb Hammer. I agree with you 1,000%, Caleb Hammer. I agree with you 10,000%, Caleb Hammer. And the reason we believe Caleb Hammer is because Caleb Hammer is the man who we reacted to when Papa Gut finally beat Sigrun on the hardest difficulty in God of War 2018 on New Game Plus mode. That's why we love Caleb Hammer. That's why we love Caleb Hammer so much. That's why we love our motherfucking Caleb Hammer. That's what it is. That's what it is, dude. This is why we love Caleb, dude. Yes. That's why we love Caleb Hammer, bro. This is why we love him so much. Thank you, Caleb. Yes, King. All right, let's move on from that.
want to change?
The most real answer is that I'm a dumb bitch. That's not going to get me very far, and I need to stop being a dumb bitch. For sure.
Well, yeah, but you're like justifying being a silly goose. We like to call them silly gooses over here. We're nice. You don't be mean to yourself, but I don't care also.
Oh my gosh. Do you have a real answer? Like why you haven't done anything? What have you tried to do and it hasn't worked?
I've locked some of my credit cards so I can't spend them, like my Apple card, and I switched my T-Mobile to like Mint Mobile, so that saves me a bunch of money.
Caleb, bring it up. Bring up Mint Mobile, Caleb. Caleb, bring up the plug.
Bunch of money? That's a step, right?
Mhm. I feel like I'm in the
He's frozen.
moving slowly in the correct direction.
Which is why we spent double what you made last month. That's slowly in the right direction.
Damn,
Slowly.
that's crazy.
Slow.
Oh, there she is. She's trying to be cute, guys. She's so fucking cool. You're looking good. And you're looking great on camera right now. Everyone's really appreciating your cutesy little attitude.
She's got an appeal to her. She's got an appeal to her.
Okay.
Okay.
So fuck you. This isn't slowly moving in the right direction unless you're spending 4 times, 3 times your income. Now you're spending 2 times and we're like, yeah.
Spending 17,000 times my income.
Hey. No, you don't get a high five for that.
Look at how disappointed she looks.
What are you doing? $3,266 came in,
He's
and
being
that
pretty tame with
adds
this
up with
girl.
what you said. That was through payroll, and then we had Cash App $330. Was that the dog stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the dog stuff? Oh, buying dog shit? Well, not. Buying Giardia? What the hell?
So $3,600.
What am I doing here? I wonder if
Okay.
the settings are on the
Not horrible, but you could be making more if you went and actually. I'm confused. Okay, did you have a job before this? Before this job that you looked down upon?
Yes.
isn't it?
So,
So what is your work experience? What can we turn into an effective resume?
okay. So from
Okay, so
the time that I was 19 to 25,
Mhm.
I was a contract coordinator for a real estate investment company,
me too. You know,
and I worked there for 7 years.
that's crazy.
So, and I was making so much money there. I was making,
So what the
$35
why?
an
Why'd you
hour.
change?
I got fired.
Why?
Why?
What'd you
Honestly-
do? She's gooning. She gooned.
Here comes when someone says honestly and then they don't say the honest thing. Yeah, go for it.
Honestly, I think it was some petty shit.
There it is.
Oh my goodness. I had an aunt that couldn't like hold a job because she would get into fights with their bosses, and like maybe she was right in the fights, but sometimes you gotta let your boss. Sometimes you gotta concede to your boss. You know, it's just the reality of the world.
What?
I mean, the boss was kind of like an old, groomy, weird man, and there was only 2.
I don't know what that means in that
Groomy,
context. Is
weird
it internet
man.
grooming where they never use the word correct, or is it
Base Caleb?
he didn't take care of his facial hair?
No, like childhood grooming.
Internet grooming where they never use the word correct. Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Well, how did he groom you? I'm curious now.
Yes, he was a creepy, weird man.
Did he literally separate people from their entire support system from an underage way in order to take them away from the support system once they turned of age, and then
That's how you know Caleb watches the Papa Gut streams. He's spitting facts there. True. The isolation that's part of grooming is disconnecting people from different support systems. Yeah, to make them dependent onto you. So true, Caleb. So true, Mr. Hammer.
slept with them, but they could never leave because they no longer have a support system? Did he literally groom them? Or are we just using that word because he was a little weird?
It was a little bit less than how you described it.
Okay, so let's not use words.
A little bit less than how you described it. She's called some old fucking weirdo a groomer. It's a little intense there.
We don't mean this isn't Twitter.
Okay.
Words have
True,
real
dude.
consequences.
Get her,
Stop being a
Caleb.
sensationalist.
Gotcha. He was a weird man. A weird
Caleb.
4-year-old man.
There you go. A real.
He's a weird
Okay,
man.
so he was weird.
So what did he do that prompted you to leave?
I believe this started with you got fired from a job.
Yes.
So why are we talking about a
Okay,
weird
listen.
man?
Because he was my boss.
Okay.
He was the owner of the company. He was weird and he was mean and
I hate it when people use the word weird. Because like what's weird to me is like my balls smell weird, right? Like I got a little bit of a stank to them. Okay. These people will say something is weird, but their insinuation is that the guy's a groomer, which she literally said that he had groomy like vibes or whatever. And it's like, dude, you guys got to be proportionate here, you know? Like this is crazy.
he was psychotic and
Go on. Now we're using more buzzwords real quick. What was he actually? What was he actually? What
This
did he
is
do that would define those
crazy.
things?
he would come in and scream at everyone.
Scream why? What was
So he would scream at people? That's not very groomer-like behavior. If I was trying to groom kids or whatever the fuck the argument is, you know what I would do? I'd be really nice to everybody. I'd be like, "Hey guys, you can take off. Oh yeah, you want a back rub?" That's how I would be like a workplace predator. Oh, do you want a back rub? What the hell? Oh yeah, you like the back rub? That's what I would do.
was the reason?
He would literally call people like, tell you like, are you fucking stupid? Like, why'd you fucking do this? Like, you don't
This is grooming behavior to her.
Not
what you're
great.
fucking
Certainly
doing.
what Steve Jobs, Jeff Bezos has done, and they built great companies. I'm not defending it, but that is what other people have done.
It just
That's
doesn't
not how
feel
I
good.
like to do it, and it doesn't feel good. I agree, but
That doesn't make
we're
him a
using the word
fucking
psychotic,
groomer.
and we're doing a lot of things. So go
Mhm.
ahead. Why did he do it? What was the reason, though?
The reason why I was fired, the actual reason I was fired was
No, why was he yelling?
he was unstable, like bipolar.
What
No,
was
like,
the
literally,
reason? What was the
he would
reason
come
he
in,
yelled?
he would
Yeah,
just
but
come
what
in-
was the thing
Like,
that
what was his reason, even if it's not a good one?
caused? I'm asking.
Uh,
I'm not defending it, but let's have more context because you sound like the person that starts a Twitter thread.
he would
He would fart.
come
at
in
me.
at 10 o'clock and when we were supposed to be there at 8 and just scream at everyone.
Like, what would he do? There's no way he would just scream at everyone. Like, I'm sure. Like, he's probably a dick. Sure. Like, well, what makes him a dick? You know?
Why though? What
Are you
happened
guys on the
before?
phone? Are you guys on the phone? Why aren't you on the phone?
Were you
You're not
supposed to be
making
on the phone?
Not me particularly, but
The person who
guys.
told.
Okay, so this is what happened. He was a boss, and people weren't doing what they were supposed to do. But he didn't really want to be at the job, so like they wouldn't do any work when he wasn't there. That's what I'm hearing here. Like, okay,
Too?
Yeah,
you know,
the
to be at your job earlier if you want people to work, you know. But okay,
bullpen.
Okay, so that's the reason.
I don't feel like that's like the way to handle it.
No, I agree. It's not the proper way to handle it.
It wasn't a
However,
good
it wasn't
environment.
I agree. However, it's not like he just went in and he just started screaming for no reason.
Right.
That was his leadership method. Wasn't good. You're allowed to leave it. It is not illegal.
Mhm.
So
that just didn't feel.
so
good.
that's why you got fired?
no, but
Because the boss yelled at people for not doing their job.
that's not why I got fired. But
you stand up for everybody. Woohoo!
that definitely set
I feel like there's a lot here that we're not getting told.
the stage for my time at the job.
Yeah, he was a groomer. What did he do? He yelled a lot, and it pissed me off. He was the yelling groomer.
I was constantly on edge. I always felt like I was going to get fired,
Oh,
and then I
what the
did.
hell?
After 7 years, I was making $35 an hour plus bonus.
Yep. Which, by the way, I mean, you make the per capita income in Cape Coral. Congratulations, even though you scoffed at what you make. But
I can't believe people live on it.
okay, well, the median per capita income.
That do be how it is, man. You start making good money, and all of a sudden you're like, how do people live on this? You know, it's like, damn, but you lived on it before, so you know, you gotta make do. Country girls make do, baby.
Does.
Country
It's
girls
crazy.
make do do.
That's just not a lot of money.
That's not a lot of money. It's livable.
I don't feel like it is.
It's livable. Average rent in that area for one bedroom apartment is about $1,652. Utilities, we can take it about $200 for electricity, plus approximately $200 for phone and internet services. Food, groceries going about 1% higher than the national average there.
Yuckeries is what I call them. You know, am I right? Am I right, guys?
And we can range that from 400 to 600. I could get you
So
at about
how do we do
300.
something
Gasoline looking at $3.39 per gallon. So we're looking at $470 a month. Doctor's visit, maybe $158 per appointment. Monthly healthcare costs $157 for a single adult. Put all that together, you would have a surplus of about $6,000. Yeah, you can survive. You're not, because you prefer cozy and then you get fired for something you haven't been able to define yet.
Well, I can tell you how I got fired.
I would love to hear that.
I fucked up a contract.
Okay, sounds like you should have got.
She fucked up a whole contract. she's making it seem. Wait, so he was kind of a dick, but what she really got fired for was because she fucked up a contract. Okay, that might have been relevant information the whole fucking time. What do you guys think about that? Damn, I wonder how much money she lost the company.
Got fired, and it wasn't for petty I'd fire someone too if they were their job and replace them with someone who's not their job, because you're here to literally do a job.
But I was there for 7 years.
I don't care. It doesn't matter. Why the
Well, how big was the contract that she fucked up? That's what I'm curious about. Like, how much money did she potentially lose this guy? Oh, shit.
that matter? It
I just
doesn't.
feel like I have like
No. If you do not perform, why would they not replace you with someone who would make the same amount of money and will perform better? I mean, think about it logically.
I don't know. It seems weird to do it over one contract, so I'm assuming that there's a lot missing here. Like, there must be something going on with this contract. There has to be more.
This isn't. You're not a fucking teachers union.
yeah.
You don't have that protection, and you shouldn't. It's the fucking free market.
Yeah, but I just felt
The
like
free market of ideas, baby.
after 7 years, I was the longest. There was only like 3 employees that were there that long. I just feel like
That literally doesn't matter.
I felt like I was the best person for the job if I'm there that
Well,
long.
you weren't, because you were fired because you did wrong.
But I fucked up one thing after 7 years.
Was it a big fuck up?
Kind of.
Well, there you go.
I just
You know
feel
what
like
that
that's
does? You know what that does? And I only fully realize this in the position I'm in now. He can no longer trust you. And when you lose the trust of someone to take care of things that are huge,
Mhm.
then you can't reliably put important work on them.
Yeah. But
So I would rather that person not be here and replace them with
For
someone that
7
I
years?
can trust. If you break the trust, it's hard to earn trust back.
But
in
7
that
years
way.
is a long time.
It is a long time. And maybe I wouldn't, do that after one instance. But if the person feels like he can no longer.
I mean, she's acknowledging that it was a pretty big fuck up. Like, even she's acknowledging that it was a pretty big fuck up, and she kind of deserved to get fired. So, like, come on, knock it off. Stop pretending that it was like such a small deal. It was a big deal. She fucked something up that was pretty big by her own admission. So, what I really want to know what it was. Maybe she can't talk about it because it's of the job or something. But
trust, it's his organization.
Yeah, but still, that sucks.
Oh my gosh.
It
Okay.
hurts my heart. I was there for 7
Well,
years.
yes, you're fired. No one
True.
likes getting fired.
I love getting fired. Just kidding.
I grew up there from 19 to 25.
Okay.
I just
Well,
feel
you're not
like-
going to get tears from me. That's the world of the job market. Like, that sucks.
Yeah, but
People-
She was a kid, young person. They got to give them a little more leeway, because kids are dumb. Young people are stupid. I was stupid when I was young. You know what I'm saying? I saw TikTok some people got upset with it, but it was kind of true. It's like you were probably, when you're in like your 20s and shit, you're like the worst version of yourself that you ever will be. Like, you're the terrible version of yourself. You know what I mean? You're not very self-aware. You're kind of entitled. You're not quite fully developed yet. You're kind of an asshole. This is where you're learning to be a better person, So fuck up and use that experience. Use your thing. All I'm saying.
People get laid off all the time.
I
It's a
didn't really
bummer.
know that.
And you can leave companies for a higher paying job.
Mhm.
They can have you leave. You can leave on your own. It's like, don't take it personally. It's business.
I take everything personally. I'm a
Well,
little
that's not. You're not
crybaby.
going to get
True,
places
me
with
too,
that.
dude.
Good luck. So I can understand how your current wage now, which it's kind of a little gross how you look down on her. I'll be honest. That rubbed me the wrong way, and why I'm.
Well, I understand where she's coming from. She was making a lot of money, and she was making a lot of money as a kid, which is like a huge problem. That's like that's a big issue, is that she made a lot of money when she was young, and so she's going to have like a level of entitlement feeling to it, which is probably why she didn't take whatever as seriously as she needed to take it, because that's what's communicating to me. If she got fired, and she even admits that it's kind of justifiable. It's justifiable. You get it, guys? But she was young, so she's really used to that income, and this, I get it. I mean, that sucks, though. That really does suck.
being a little intense because what the fuck is like 22? It's not. Is it living in luxury? No, but survivable for your situation, for your cost of living area. Either way, yes, you were making a lot more then, so I can see how now it feels like you're struggling because it is a substantial cut.
Huge.
But you need to adapt to it, and it is your choice to not adapt to it.
Correct. But it's hard. And I know that's not a good excuse.
It is hard. Things are hard all the time.
For sure.
Are you just gonna give up?
No.
Yes.
If you want to give up,
Wait,
let's
what?
just move on.
No.
Wait, what's the answer? Guess? Do I give up? I don't know.
I don't want to.
Let's move up. Go home.
I want to pay my credit card off.
If it's
Never back down. Never. What?
hard, put up with it. Put in the hard work. If it's hard and we give up, then just give up.
I don't want to though.
Okay.
Yeah, I could see why she got fired, honestly. She's actually super annoying. Like, she fucked up and she's, I don't know. She's just kind of annoying. She's kind of like a whiny. She's like a whiny friend. She's a whiny little poopy baby. You know what I mean?
But you've done nothing. And I'm not a magic pill.
I got a new job.
That's
I
nice.
didn't stay unemployed. Not, I got the $22 an hour job after.
Yes, but you're looking down upon that job.
Actually, but you know what? Though, that's actually in her defense, though. Because I feel like a lot of these other Caleb Hammer people that go on the show, they will, I feel like a lot of them will, they'll like lose a job, or they just feel like a job is beneath them and they won't work it. Yeah, you shouldn't feel like a job is beneath you. I understand. But at the end of the day, she's still doing the job. It's not like she's quitting or anything. She's still doing the job actively. So I feel like you should give her a little credit for that. That's just my opinion. What the fuck?
Yeah, but I'm not.
Yeah.
And you have to adapt to that new income. You're not always going to start at the top of an organization. You're not always going to start 7 years into an organization. Sometimes you have to start at the floor and move your way up. That is natural, and that is okay.
Do you think
but it's not a bad
months is
thing.
a long time without getting a raise?
No.
Really?
No.
Yeah, that's kind of normal. You usually get a raise like every year.
I was expecting a raise within 3 months.
Why?
It depends on the job. I mean, does she have like some kind of accreditation? Like, does she deserve that kind of a job? Because like some jobs do that. Yeah, for sure. I understand that. Some jobs will like unironically do that. Dude, let's fucking kill some stuff. Some jobs will do that. So it depends on the job that you have, though. Like usually it's like, more educated jobs will do that.
Why?
Because I'm good at my job.
It's a little weird entitlement. No, a lot of people don't get a raise for like the first year.
Jesus. I don't know. I've only had one job.
You got raises every 3 months?
Literally, I went from 15 to 16 to 18 to 19 to 20 to 25 with bonus. And
Yeah, you were there for 7 years. That sounds like
but
maybe
I got all my
yearly
raises
raises.
within, like 2 years, 3 years, and then I got
And
capped out. Like that's
capped out?
like-
They had a cap.
not cap on commission, but like cap on hourly for me.
They had a cap for you or cap for everyone?
I don't know what everyone else made.
Okay,
They
yeah, it
capped
sounds
me
like
at-
you were potentially underperforming for the last 2 years because they did not raise your wage.
Mhm. I mean, my Christmas bonus went up every year.
Yeah, that's just them being nice in the Christmas spirit. They kept your wage the same, meaning you were likely not providing value.
Maybe.
Let's be honest.
Maybe. Or maybe he was a groomer and paid her more so she'd take her tits out.
I know it sounds so fucking like tribal, and it sounds so evolutionary, but the thing is, it is kind of just metrics in the end, right? It's like if there are other people around you performing better, the raises are going to go to them. You are not entitled to them, certainly after 3 months. And if you're getting capped out a couple years in, and then you're going 4 years, no raises, that should tell you something.
I just thought I was making so much money that they were like, oh, we're not going to pay her anymore. Because I was making so much money.
Listen, I don't know this guy, and he comes in screaming, and we've all had emotional days.
It's so crazy because apparently this guy is a groomer, but he's not really a groomer. He just gets really angry and yells at his employees. But then also he pays them really well. I don't know, man. Maybe I just got like a little old school way of thinking, but I would be like, maybe I would put up with it a little more. I don't know.
And like things will happen in high stress situations. Okay, I get that. But he sounds like someone that, maybe not be the best leader, but what most leaders do is even if you're making a lot of money, they will give you a raise if you're a high performer because they want to keep you there and because they also just want to. That's the big one.
Right. So I guess I was not doing as good as I thought I was.
Yes, which is why you were actually fired, not because it's some petty bull.
It felt like petty bull.
What? How was it petty? Let's talk about student loans. I know it's something we all want to avoid talking about, but if your private
Shit, of course I do, Caleb. I got so much fucking student loan debt left.
student loans are crushing you, why refi might be
Like, it sounds to me, and maybe I'm being too charitable. This guy, I don't even know who this fucking guy is. You know what I mean? None of us know who this fucking guy is. But like, maybe he was fucking, I don't know, dude. Like, maybe he was like a guy who paid his employees really well, and he paid them, he compensated them accurately. And then he set really high expectations for people because he was paying people so well. He's like, yeah, I'm going to set a high expectation for people to perform because I'm paying you a lot of money. So like, I expect you to match up to that. That makes sense to me. I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt that at all. You got to rise to the occasion, though. What?
be exactly what you need. They don't rely on your credit score alone. They look for borrowers who have the desire and ability to repay. That's a game changer in a market where most lenders only see a number. Interest rates under 6% guaranteed. That's practically a unicorn in student lending. Plus, they offer structured payment plans to lower your monthly bill and even a co-signer release program so your mom or dad can step off the hook. Why Refi is known for
That only works if they pay the loan for like a year. It's crazy.
Personal service. No faceless call centers. You get a dedicated rep who actually cares about your progress. They've got a 4.6 star rating on Google, which tells you people genuinely like working with them. So if your private loans are burying you, it's time to reach out. YRefi wants to help you climb out of debt, not push you further in it. Check them out at yrefi.com/hammer. That is YREFY.com/hammer, or call 888-YRefi-78. That is 888-YRefi-78. Break free from the high interest trap and get your finances under control once and for all. If it was petty, there would have been something that would have required it to be petty. Like there would have been something that rubbed them the wrong way that wasn't fireable, but then they use this as a reason to fire you. That would be petty.
Yes.
Was there that? Because you have not told me.
In my opinion, it was petty because there was one other girl in the office. She started getting super, it was like your typical freaking office story. There's two admins and the owner. The owner starts hanging out with the two girls. I didn't really understand what was going on because I was 19. She's 3 years older than me. He was married, started sleeping with her.
19-year-olds don't understand sex?
I mean, I didn't
You really are a
understand.
fucking Twitter user.
It does sound like there's some kind of a conflict of interest here, though. I could see that.
Keep going.
And then they started boning. He got divorced from his wife, and then they got
And you
engaged.
really didn't understand any of this at 19?
No.
Maybe we should raise the age of everything to 25 because, wow, these people are not maturing as quick as we did literally just 10 years ago.
Well, it sounds like there was some kind of complicated office romance. I wonder how she was involved. Did something happen where this other girl started having tension with this girl, and it turned into some kind of a problem?
I agree. I'm a dumb, like, I don't want to keep saying I'm a dumb bitch, but like, I don't understand.
I don't think
social
you're,
cues.
I don't know if it's dumb. I think you're literally at the mental state of a child. I think you just
It feels like
immature.
sometimes,
It's not a good thing. It's
I
very
know.
unhealthy.
for sure.
I'm glad you agree. Wish you would do anything about it. Okay, so you didn't understand that the penis went in the vagina. Keep going.
I just didn't understand like why he would be hanging out with us, and then why they started hanging out, and then it just got kind of like competitive. It felt like she didn't want another girl in the office. That's what it felt like to me. That's why I feel
It felt like that? Well, what does that mean?
Feel
Why
like
are
it
you
was
getting
petty.
that vibe other than the fact that they were boning?
because she was being kind of a bitch.
Oh, she was being a bitch to you.
Yes.
That doesn't really... I mean, listen, she's 19. Maybe she actually felt this. I don't want to be too like mean to her. I feel like I kind of get it. But it's probably more likely that because she was dating the boss or whatever, that she felt some type of way and she felt like she could kind of do anything that she wanted. Not this girl, the other girl. She felt like she can kind of like do whatever she wanted. She's like, I'm dating the boss. I could do whatever I want, blah, 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 blah. And then it creates like maybe the concept of a competition or like something. Maybe she didn't want another girl in there. Maybe she was jealous. Maybe like because, I mean, that's possible because he cheated on her or he cheated on his wife for her, right? So maybe that is part of it. That might be part of it. I wouldn't doubt it.
Okay.
After they started seeing
Were
each
you
other.
being a bitch to her?
No, we were friends. Like we used to hang out. We used to go out to like Busch Gardens together and dinner and like all kinds of stuff.
And she got the right to hire and fire?
She's not the one that fired me.
I don't know. I feel like I love Caleb Hammer. I feel like he might be missing a little bit of context here. Like I feel like it makes sense to me that this other girl is like now dating, what's her face? This other girl's okay. This other girl is married to right. She said that he's married or dating, whatever. It doesn't really matter. The boss. The boss is dating another girl that he apparently cheated on his wife for. And now she's feeling threatened by the existence of this girl, possibly because, once a cheater, always a cheater kind of a deal. I feel like that's a possibility.
Then why? How would it have been petty then?
Because she was boss.
So what is your future then?
Am I gonna die here?
I would like to continue my business, but
Business. The
Yeah.
dog stuff?
yeah,
The
I
$300 a month?
Well, that's how much I claim on like Cash App and like Venmo and stuff. But I get
Well,
paid
no,
cash
that's how much.
sometimes,
That's how much. Oh,
that I don't necessarily deposit.
Okay, go on.
I'm not saying that I'm making like a ton of livable money, but like if I could continue
It's
to
kind
do
of
that,
important.
I'm not really good at running my business
Well, you spend double what you make in your personal life. I bet that would translate in your business as well if you were making good money in your business.
for sure.
Keep going.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to get better. I don't know how to. My logistics are off.
What
My
don't you know how to
pricing-
get better? What
running my business, owning my business.
What part?
My pricing, my schedule. Like I have a hard
have you
time.
looked up median pricing for your area?
Yes, but I feel bad. Like I charge everyone pretty much like different stuff. Like I will go like 3 hours north and charge someone like $50 a night to sleep at their house, and then charge someone
Why?
$100. I don't know. I just say whatever. I have a really
Okay.
super unorganized.
Well,
Yeah, it just seems like you're not really considering the value of. You're not really considering everything. You're not factoring in travel time and expenses, which seems to be kind of ignorant there. Maybe you should get that under control, and that's probably why they hire her. So if she increased the amount of money she charged, she probably wouldn't get as many people to work with. But at the same time, you have to make sure it's actually beneficial for you. So is it or is it not? I thought she said it was like she likes the dog grooming business. She's the groomer. Interesting.
Well, there's one, charge the market demand.
Yeah, that's a change I need to make. And I'd also like
It's a pretty basic
Her shirt says, "Who's a good boy?" That's incredible. I feel like Caleb asked them to wear ridiculous shirts.
one that you also, again, have already recognized. I'm confused. This conversation is so confusing. You recognize all these things, yet you do none of it. I feel like this is a repeated pattern.
Well, the clients I've had since I've started, and I just feel really bad about charging them something different. Or
Good.
even bringing that
So
up.
you'll go out of business and never do this full time.
But I
Congratulations.
don't want to. I want to.
Okay, so choose one.
Yeah, I mean, like you kind of have to get to the point where you're like, okay, I have to advocate for myself, which is an issue for a lot of young people. It's like they don't know how to fucking advocate for themselves. They don't seem to know how to advocate for themselves at all. Will this freeze everybody? Nope. Well,
What do you want to do?
I want to big dog up.
So
and get my
big
shit
dog
together.
up and get your shit together.
I don't know how. I can change my pricing.
Tell them
for
I'm
sure,
changing my pricing.
but that's not going to be the only thing that helps
What
my
else, then?
business. I would like to get better at like zoning in on my clients rather than, like I said, driving 3 hours north or an hour
Okay,
south.
so zone in. What do you
what
need
does
to do?
zoning in mean? What I interpret that as is she's talking about, hey, I need to organize my schedule better, but like, how do you do that? They need you to dog walk at certain times, so I don't understand.
Do to get better at
How
that.
do I tell my clients that I already have that I can't help them anymore?
I can't help you anymore.
You say, listen, I'm yawning. You say, listen, you know, I've been doing like I've looking at the books. This is not profitable for me anymore. Unfortunately, like I'm gonna have to raise your price if you want me to work with you. Still, you know, I really would love to work with you, but I really just it's not sustainable for me. So I'm sorry, but like if I don't change it now, I'm kind of SOL. That's what you say.
But I feel bad. I know I
don't
need
care.
to. Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's business.
I know.
At that point, you're not fucking someone over. You're just saying you don't want to drive 3 hours anymore. It's not like you are truly. You're like ripping up a contract.
It feels
like
like
that-
breaking up.
But you're not. If it was, that would be a different situation. If we signed a contract and you were just ripping it to shreds, yeah, that'd be.
Mhm.
But this is just you're a contractor to them. You know, it's like they're just gonna find another person on Fiverr. I'm assuming it's like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I have a
Groovy
dog
and stuff.
person. One moved, so I got a new one.
Or maybe they'll like you a lot and they'll say, okay, we'll pay you the increased rate. You know, I understand it. This is one of the things that people have to understand, and it's a real big life lesson. And like I've been through it too. Sometimes you unironically have to learn to be a bitch, whether you're a boy or a girl. You have to learn to be rude. You have to learn to advocate for yourself. That's what I call it. Advocate for yourself. You know how people make fun of Karens? Oh, they're always bitching. This is so unreasonable. Karens almost always get their way. That's why they bitch so much, because they have no self-awareness and they know that when they complain, they actually get what they want. You have to learn when to activate your Karen. You have to be a little bit shitty. That's how it feels, but you're really not. You're just kind of standing your ground, you know, and you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to be like, okay, I'm going to go from 0 to 100, but you need to start identifying situations and going, okay, next time I could have handled that better by doing, you know, X, Y, and Z. It's something that you really have to keep in mind. Because, you know, a lot of time, it's these little things. This is like the people that won't ask for, like, hey, they ask for no pickles on their burger and they get it and it has pickles and they just take it off themselves. You know, you could take it off yourself and be like, hey, you know, I had asked for no pickle. It's not a big deal. I took it off myself. But, you know, so that's a perfectly okay thing to do. You know, stuff like that. Make little movements. You have to do it. You have to learn to advocate for yourself, or else you're going to get walked all over. You know, sometimes, and I hate to say it, part of the reason you get walked over is because of yourself. You know, you have to learn to be the type of person that doesn't get walked over sometimes. It's kind of just a reality, man. You know what I mean? Activate your inner Karen.
And she's better.
Really? That's one. Yeah.
We just stuck around longer.
I just, yeah, I need to get better. I'm not good at that.
Well, yeah, apparently in
My boyfriend said my boyfriend said he didn't want pickles.
the aspect, because
I'm not.
you need to get better in a lot of things and you know what you're doing wrong, and the solutions are pretty basic, yet you do none of them.
True. Get her, Caleb. Punch her.
I need some fire under my ass.
I still want to know if she's a lesbian. I feel like she is, but maybe she's not. You know?
What would that be?
Someone
Stop
telling
fucking this. Oh, come on, dude. You can get literally, this is the most basic in the world. Anyone would tell you this. This shouldn't change anything. I shouldn't have to tell you this. I really shouldn't. I mean, there might be a budgeting thing in here. We'll make a budget by the end.
Mm-hmm.
But so far, this is you just being a child. And that's just like, grow up.
Yeah.
That's it.
True.
For fuck's sake.
How do I grow up if
Caleb, don't be so mean to her. Don't be mean to my girl. Don't be mean to my lesbian best friend.
I've been like this for 26 years. What am I supposed to do?
Dude, it's all what.
Well, I mean, you kind of have to grow up. That's what's growing. That's why people say grow up. You have to grow up.
Ever coping mechanisms and ways to get yourself into discipline you have to do. You experiment with different things until you find things that work. Maybe you don't deserve any of this.
I think I do. I'm trying.
Why? You don't do anything.
I'm doing the thing. I'm just not doing the thing to make everything better.
Exactly, which is critical. Like, if you're not self-improving in life, I have no respect for you as a human being.
He's so fucking brutal. This is what they sign up for. But there, brother.
Yeah.
Care for you as a human, but no respect.
Listen, if she wanted somebody to be more sensitive to their feelings, she wouldn't have went on Caleb Hammer. Let's be fucking real, boy. Let's be real.
Respect for you. I don't know. I guess we should get into this. Anything else I need?
You know what I'm upset about though? For real, I beat God of War 2018. Like now, I'm just like, that's it, guys. That's it. That's it for God of War 2018. You know,
Need to know before jumping into this
what if I
decent
jump down
stack
here?
of
What's down
debt.
here?
Well, I do own a house, a condo.
Really?
She owns a whole fucking house. What the fuck?
I know. For an immature little bitch, I own a condo.
How
Okay.
the fuck do you afford it though? That's a real question. Real question there.
Which I think is cool. It's owner
these are
financed,
air
which
vents,
again,
I
I don't
see.
really know what all that means, but I know that I got a pretty sick deal on
You can
it.
just you have to produce a deal.
No, I said I got like a sick deal on it. I feel
Tell
like.
me.
Thick
I feel like I'm
deal.
basically just renting it.
Tell me the deal.
All I had to do, well, my rent was like $2,200.
Tell me the fucking deal, dude.
My mortgage was only $1,200, and it sounded like a really good deal. And then my HOA fees went from
Why'd you say was, were? Is your mortgage? What's your mortgage right now?
my mortgage is
And what's your property tax too?
$1,200, but
Okay, so this is a debt. Okay, first debt. House, condo.
Yeah.
I feel like, is that good? That feels like a lot. That's like, I mean, that feels like not a lot. That feels like really good, right? Like that's a pretty good amount of money, or a pretty low amount of money. So that's great.
That's good. Love it. Is it in an area where there's lots of condos, or is it kind of in a neighborhood with houses?
it's all condos. It's like old people. But
Okay.
condos
So
really
Yep.
fucked me up. Like I wish I would have bought a house.
A condo? For you?
Isn't a condo? It's like not a house. It's like you basically buy an apartment room. No, isn't that what a condo is?
Yeah.
Was it the
I'm not saying-
stairs?
Caleb, he's fire editor right now. What the fuck?
No, it's just the HOA. It's just terrible.
Okay, so what's your mortgage?
$1,200,
What's the HOA?
$600.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
you got a
600.
condo.
Okay, so 1800 is still decent, no?
But it was only $400 when I closed
Doesn't matter. They always go up.
in a
Do a
year.
little bit of research, yes.
That's crazy.
Well, also big expenses can come up if they need to replace a roof or fix a pool. Get ready for a big chunk of money to be due in like 6 months or something. Yeah, they can do that.
I know. I already paid an assessment of $2,000. It's just like constantly. When
Yeah, condos can be.
Yeah, I wish I
The
would
first
have
rental
done
property I bought was a condo. Horrible mistake.
that. Yeah, terrible. I completely regret it every fucking day.
What's the interest rate? Is there an
Is it really that bad? Like, why is she's complaining like it's horrible? But I feel like that's not terrible.
interest rate?
8%.
Although the inconsistency can be bad.
When'd you get it?
November 2023. I closed.
Fuck.
Yeah, I could see you getting a rate around there for the.
The bank was offering me
Calm down, it's
9%,
good.
and the people that
Yeah.
owned it offered me 8%.
What was your credit? What's your deal? What's the term? How much do you owe them?
I'm not really sure. I pay them $1,200 a month. I think
For
last time I
fuck's
checked.
sake.
I think last time I checked it was like
What was the
100,
purchase price?
180.
What did you put down?
10.
108,000.
Percent or
1,000.
Okay, it's 169 is probably what you owe on it.
Yeah, I think it's 1.6 something.
Is it a 30-year term?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a fun one. I get to get you free money, and then I get to get myself free money. It's a pure
Nice.
win-win for both of us. What do you have to do? Sign up for a SoFi High Yield Savings account and get a welcome bonus of $300. Sign up for Acorns using my link and get $20 instead of the usual $5. Finally, sign up for Silo
Pairing
and
seems
earn up to
weird.
$5,000 in cash back on your own stocks. These offers
That's
have
what
been
I've been saying
negotiated
about
to give us both more money than using traditional sign-up methods. So use the links in the resources section of the description below and get yourself $5,000
Depends on the area. I'm guessing you New Yorkers find that to be free. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cheap to me. But, you know, I'm from New York, so.
$320 right now. Why? Why'd you do this?
I thought it was a good idea. I had the money in my bank. I had the
10,000,
10,000, which I thought was awesome. My rent at the time was
Do you
about
have an
23.
emergency fund beyond that?
I did at the
Okay.
time.
Okay, at the time.
A lot's changed since I was making
Apparently.
$100,000.
Keep going. Stay on track.
Okay.
My rent was $2,300 plus, my utilities and stuff. The deal was presented to me by my coworker at the time, like, hey, we're selling this condo.
It was your coworker?
Yeah.
Oh, for
Yeah. Big
Okay.
fucking mistake.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
He's
Not
like-
your coworker now, though.
Correct. My previous coworker.
Okay, not the coworker that was from the boss.
No. different, but same job. They were like, oh, your rent's $2,300 and all your utilities. Like, we can get you this, it'll be down to $1,200 just a month. And, and you'll be owning it basically. I didn't really look into the fees or what all that meant.
Probably should have. How old was she when she bought this? Was this when she was a kid or was it when she was a little older?
But yeah, it seems like a really good deal when you're paying $2,300 plus utilities to go to $1,200 plus utilities and a $400.
Why didn't you look at the HOA cost? Why weren't you looking into every? I'm so confused.
I mean, I didn't really know.
It's pretty.
Like people will let you sign any paperwork.
It's worth $150,000 according to Zillow, and Zillow usually overestimates some.
Damn,
You'd certainly be losing money if you needed to sell it today.
100%.
Yeah, it's only gone down in value since you bought it.
Yeah.
Houses and shit should lose value, but like I know that that's generally an appreciating value. So
it's awful. I'm listing it. Like I'm listing it, and I know I'm not going to make any money. I just want to wash my hands of this thing completely. I hate it.
Damn.
It's one of the worst things.
What does she hate so much about it? It still seems like a good deal. What is it that she hates so much? I really don't understand. She was 23. Okay. I don't understand why she hates it. Like, I get the hidden fees are frustrating, but the other one was $2,300 a month and you're paying $18. Is it because it's like smaller? I don't know.
I've ever done.
It says it was sold for $196.
Oh, yeah. Then that was me. $196. I thought it was $180.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
What what is wrong with you? That is very different, especially when it's only worth $150.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was $180.
Okay, it's probably worth, or you probably owe on it $185.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, you're underwater substantially, and who the fuck is gonna buy a condo with that kind of fee?
I agree.
It's only gone down in value.
I know, it makes me sick.
Okay, I was listed for $150. You bought it over. Wait, you listed it for sale?
Yes. I was gonna talk to you about it, but I was like, you know what? F this. I'm gonna list it. I need to get out of it. I just got my tax bill.
But what do you have? Do you have like $30,000-$40,000 saved?
No.
To just pay him? So what the fuck are you planning to do?
Ask him for help.
Why the fuck would he?
I don't know. Why
Have
did
you
he give
talked
it
to him?
me? Yes.
And?
No,
and?
He understands that I'm working really hard and I'm super stressed, and they are talking about what we can do. They're going to talk to the realtor.
Yeah, they're going to try to help you to sell it for as much as you owe, but they're not going to let you walk out of the fucking loan.
Yep.
Do I just like pay that off?
The loan? Or are you talking about the difference?
The difference?
One, you're going to lose likely 6% seller and buyer real estate commission.
Damn.
You're not in a happy seller's market, so you're likely covering those, even though technically you don't have to these days. You can put it on
It's small. Oh, okay. I guess that's the only big thing then. the only small thing. I don't know.
the buyer, but you're not. So 150. So minus 9,000, 150. Certainly no capital gains taxes on this. Good luck. The 185 you owe. Great. So if you sell it, you have to come up with minimum $44,000.
40?
4.
Damn.
Oh.
44.
40.
She has to come up with $44,000 just to get rid of it? That's fucking preposterous, dude. Jesus
4?
Christ.
44.
21.
What the fuck are you doing? She's actively doing this. Like right now, it's listed for sale right now. I did not know this. It's listed for sale right fucking now. Oh my gosh, it's gone down in value so much.
No, it's also in a flood zone, so that's not really.
Well,
I guess that's why it was somewhat inexpensive. Well, I don't even know if it's inexpensive anymore. I really just don't know that because I don't fucking know dick. So
it's Florida.
No, but like it's on the water. Like it flooded right before I bought it. 4 feet of water inside.
Hey, Ben Shapiro says just sell the house. Oh, if your house is by the water and it's flooding, sell it. Just sell it. Incredible.
What the fuck? Okay, now that you heard that you're gonna have to come up with this, what do you think?
Maybe I can work something else out with them.
With who?
Maybe I can just do something different. Oh, is this gonna blow up?
The people that I'm trying to.
Why the fuck would they lose $44,000? Why would they be okay with that?
Well, I think in my head, which we've established isn't the best.
I'm glad you can recognize it without changing it. It's
Um,
an interesting, great human characteristic of you.
In my head, he bought it for
Okay.
I believe $130.
Doesn't matter. This is a loan. This is a loan.
But if I've already paid him, like,
No,
how much have I paid? Well,
I don't know, but it's all been interest towards interest.
But isn't he making money off of me? It feels like I'm just paying him
Yes.
rent.
Well, yes, you took out an 8% loan. He's making 8%.
So he's making money.
Yes.
So why wouldn't he just help me if he's already
Why
made
would
money?
he help?
Because he.
I mean, you're gonna have to basically find somebody dumb enough to fucking You basically have to find somebody dumb enough to take this fucking terrible deal. That's what it seems like.
Help me in the first place.
What am I talking to? Are you not able to see the logic to this? You're not able to see the logic on the employment side. Are you able to see the logic in this? Why unless he's a fucking charity, which he's not because he gave you 8%. Listen, if he gave you 8%, I don't think he's someone that's just going to be like, walk away. He didn't give you 4% or something to keep up with inflation.
But he gave me a better deal than the bank was offering me.
That doesn't...
It felt like a good deal. He felt like a little angel sent from heaven. So why can't he do that again for me?
Why the fuck would he?
Yeah, this can't be like a real thing that she's saying right now, right? Like she doesn't actually believe this. There's no way she actually believes this.
To help me?
Why would he?
To help
Really?
me not get for 30 years, hopefully?
Yeah, but it was your choice. It was your choice.
A really bad choice, for sure.
Yes, it was, but that's not his fault.
It's like one of those things where sometimes you have to just rationalize it and you're like, oh, life lesson learned, baby. That's how I try to do it, at least. It's like, well, that's a life lesson, you know? Like, what are you supposed to do?
What is this world you live in? You live in the weirdest... Oh, you were such a COVID child. Like, you, like, stopped development at 12. Why? Like, you do not live in the real world with the rest of us. Okay.
Am I supposed to get this?
All right.
Thing?
And then you got a cease and desist for operating your business out of the home?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're trying to build a fucking business and you can't even sell you can't get out of the house, you can't build... Oh, what the...
That's how I
From
feel.
who? Who cease and desist?
The HOA.
Yeah, and that's probably correct. Oh, for fuck's sake. So you can't do the business because you can't sell the house, but you want to scale the business, but you can't sell the house. Oh, it's so...
It is fun.
This is your fault. Should have read over the contract.
I should have.
True. Well, she was young, so I give her a little break. But she gets... Oh, is that what it is? So now it makes sense. So she tried to do her dog walking business or whatever the fuck it was. And she got in a little bit of a mischief. She was a little bit of a mischief maker, so they were like they fucking kicked her out, or they're sorry, I'm being stupid. She's trying to do her business there, so they probably gave her a bunch of fines, and her business is her fucking dog walking business that she really desperately wants to do.
Everything in your life it should have, but didn't and won't change.
Hopefully it will change.
Yeah, that's how things change.
That's the first step. Right?
Yeah, sure, but you did the first step of hope forever ago, and you've done nothing. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking.
I fucking hate puzzles.
Because I feel like I'm kind of stuck with the
You
condo
are
situation.
by your choices.
It's bad.
Yes. What do you think your financial score is? 0 to 10, 0 being the worst, 10 being the best. Where do you think you are in this world?
2.
Okay, I don't know. Spending double the income, that underwater on their first house, even though you put $10,000 down. Fucking luck.
Well,
if you want your score. Actually, real estate will probably boost it, but it's not going to be a good real estate score. It's going to be a very bad real estate score. If you want your Hammer financial score, see where you stand in the world of finances, go to calebhammer.com.
Hammer me, daddy.
And go to calebhammer.com/apply if you want to come on the show. We'd be happy to have you. And don't forget, if you want to avoid being in a situation like this, go ahead and download my budgeting app right now. And for those who take the annual option, which saves you a lot of money, I'll also send the physical cookbook signed by me directly to your doorstep. So check that out. All those links in the description below.
I might need that, man. My wife left me this week. Not this week. She's gone for the weekend, so that's still sad. She's visiting, her family members on end of life care, so it's sad stuff, But I can't believe she left me. It's kind of shitty, you know what I mean? What the fuck? I'm her husband.
Get into the cards, I guess. We already did the mortgage, so let's do this. Wells Fargo. How long does this take to pay off if you only do minimum monthly payments, which, yeah, and you don't purchase what you're incapable of because you purchased this ton because, of course, you did. How long does this take to pay off? Minimum monthly payments only, no spending.
Are you asking me?
That's why I said, how long?
What the fuck else is he asking?
I don't know how long it would take.
How long do you think?
Like 5 years?
Okay, 18.
18 years?
Jesus Christ, that's not funny. That's terrible.
18 years.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll still be in your house by then, too.
I fucking hope not.
Well, you're right. I mean, you'll probably drown.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like in water.
Yes.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, I think that's what he meant. That's what I thought he meant.
That's what I was saying.
I didn't know if you meant like drowning in debt. Drowning.
Well, the nice little double entendre. Maybe drowning in that pussy, dude, because she's a lesbian that has sugar babies.
In both senses.
Woo!
I feel like your Mac is begging for retirement. Fans blasting, apps freezing,
No,
and
fuck
you're just
a Mac,
sitting there
dude.
wondering if a new laptop is your only option. Yeah, I don't feel that way because I found Clean My Mac. Clean My Mac is like a personal finance plan, but for your Mac. Instead of blowing hundreds on a new one,
Caleb, where the fuck do you get these sponsorships from? What the fuck is Clean My Mac? What the hell is that?
Cleans out system cache, development junk,
Wow, that's a hell
and
of a
unnecessary
backtrack,
files,
huh?
cuts down on clutter, and even kills off malware with its Moonlock anti-malware engine. Their Smart Care dashboard gives you full control of your Mac. You can clear out duplicate downloads, get tips to stop overheating, and make your Mac feel brand new without dropping new MacBook money. So if your Mac's been making noises like it's trying to contact aliens, use Clean My Mac to keep it on Earth. Boost speed, cut costs, and get tidy today. Try 7 days for free, and use my code Caleb for 20% off. Let's get back to the episode once your Mac stops lagging. Okay, balance on here, $4,896.84 with a minimum monthly payment of $133. Of course, we went and purchased $1,607.35 with interest charging of $83.55.
That's crazy. My interest is.
What the f***? She's like, that's crazy. What? It's right here. You said this. You know that.
I didn't know my interest was $80. That's
I did not know
insane.
anything. You sent this to us.
I just downloaded it and sent it. I didn't look at it.
Why don't you look at your accounts? Why aren't you budgeting? Why don't you know anything about your money?
I'm scared to know how much I spend on stuff. Because I think it's
That
bad.
makes it worse.
I mean,
That makes it worse.
I understand being a little scared of what you're spending, but like, how the fuck are you going to spend less if you're not actually looking at the information?
I honestly had no idea it was that much.
That much? She said she's a lesbian, dude. I figured it out.
I didn't even know my
cracked the
monthly
code.
payment was $130. I thought it was like $50.
I cracked the code, dude. She's a munch. I think that's a term for things.
Kidding me? How do you
You're not
how do you survive, dude? What are you even spending on? Fucking Chipotle, Amazon, Miller Ale House, Azure
Man.
or Cafe.
See, that's very masculine, Miller Ale House. I don't even go there. I don't like ale. I like fruity girly drinks, and I'm not fucking ashamed of it. Nobody likes the taste of beer, and I'm tired of people pretending that they do. Oh, you want a beer? Not really. No, thank you. Tastes like shit. Tastes like fucking vomit and piss. Why the fuck would I want a beer?
Hey, Amazon.
Buy at most. True.
Rookie Hip Camp, Amazon. Pull up your Amazon for me. Pull it up, dude. Why? And it's all at 20% interest. In the world of credit cards, luckily you're not at the tippity top, but it's still
Yeah. But it's. I don't.
Well, oh,
I don't have. It's.
okay. Let's see. We got booty shorts, lots of them. New faucet. Yeah.
Hard to disagree. Bro, if you're a super beer person, you probably have fucking terrible taste buds. Probably have shit-eating taste buds, bro. I'm sorry to tell you, but you have shit. Grapefruit beer actually is fucking delicious. You're right about that. You're actually right about that. Fucking German beer is legit. Okay, you know what? You're right. You're right.
I mean, you are an owner.
That's fair.
Fireplace thing? You got a
For
fireplace?
camping. As a fire poker.
Why are you going camping? You need to be working. You can't take time off or spend money on it.
Maybe she should just go bourbon camping and just live outside in the woods.
Pork chomps. I'm guessing that's for the dog. Plastic gloves.
For camping.
You don't need to be.
Yeah, plastic gloves for camping? What kind of camping are you doing?
How often are you camping?
Maybe like once every other month.
Wait, I
Plastic gloves?
need you to be working to pay off this debt. I mean, you can't afford to live in your own house. What are these? Back scratches? I don't even know.
I'm not gonna get over the plastic gloves. I don't get it.
More dog chews, more dog chews, more dog chews. Body bar. Reversible mat. Come on, we're not getting mats. We can't afford to survive. Cheese, Himalayan things for dog. Okay, cut the dog thing by a third at a minimum.
Cut your dogs. Eat them.
2/3. By 2/3. By 2/3, you're spending a lot. I get wanting to spoil them. Cut it by 2/3 and you're still
Yes, the Disney grapefruit beer. That's where I tasted it. That was where I was like, oh fuck, this shit's good as hell, boy.
spoiling them more than most people. Tier tension corner. No, you don't need that. Pieces of African bathing shit. You don't need that. Homicidal microfiber cleaning. That's a lot. More
African
bones, a dog, a snoop thing, and Ozium 4.5 pack
Yes.
odor something.
Mhm.
First aid beauty. Did it work?
No.
4-pack mop. Replace heads. Running shorts. Did it work?
No.
Dr. Bronner's Pure Castle. Okay.
That's fucking
Mountain house granola, reusable rain ponchos, because you got to wear that in your condo. Literally.
okay.
Buddy, butter, 6-pack mixed flavor, squeezable, whatever. Dude, this is fucking bullshit, and this is crazy, and we've barely even gone back that far.
See, body butter? I feel like that's the worst part about being a lesbian, though, is you're still a girl. You know, like lesbians they're cursed with having like the minds of a man and the body of a girl. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, I like masculine things. By the way, who wants to even like masculine things? But I also feel the need to keep my body up to par. I also feel the need to take care of myself. Oh, how exhausting. That's why being a guy is so cool. Like, we don't care about anything. And then since no guy cares about anything, like we don't have to like worry about it. You know what I mean? Like we don't have to worry about it at all. We could just not care because no guy cares about it. So the expectation is set fairly low.
Time. It's just dumb spending. It's just stupid spending.
It's pretty cool.
All for the sake of what? To spend double what you make? You want to change it, you don't. Just delete the app. Delete the app. You can re-download it. It's so easy. So I don't really have a lot of choice. Maybe we need to get you on a flip phone.
Maybe. I don't know, man. I've been thinking about a flip phone. Sounds pretty cool.
But
I don't know, man. Like that was my first cell phone was a flip phone, man. It makes me like I kind of want to have a flip phone again. I don't know. It's nostalgic.
And then you'll just go online anyway on the computer. But this is... Listen, it's too easy for you to get that point and click dopamine reward, and then the package shows up, you get excited. And I like it too. I like Amazon, but like I put it in a budget.
True.
And you can do it as well if you're putting it in a budget, but you're not. You're just blowing all this money that you literally do not have. And you can't even get out of the house. Put $10,000 down, you're going to be in a $55,000 loss. So if you're lucky, that's if somebody even buys it for the $150 you listed it for. In the market we're in now, good luck.
I know, it's I just wish I wouldn't have bought it.
I don't know. I feel like at this point you're in one of those scenarios where like you did it. So commit to the choice. Sometimes you make a bad choice and sometimes you got to commit to a bad choice, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's called being an adult, right? So it's unlucky, it sucks, but you know what? It'll make it all better. It'll make it all the sweeter when you're able to get out of that bad choice. You know what I mean? So that's something to cope with, because that's what that is. That's a fucking cope. Let's be fucking real. Let's be absolutely real here, guys. That's a fucking cope. That's a hell of a cope. All right.
It's a terrible mistake.
Sure, doesn't matter. You did.
I just wish I would have done a little bit more research.
Well, you're just going to hold. You're going to have to hold it. Or take a really big loss.
I see.
Yeah.
Substantial loss.
That sucks.
You're going to have to hold it. Why? Do you dislike the place?
I hate it.
Why?
The fees, the neighbors. I'm the youngest
What's wrong with the
person.
neighbors?
I mean,
They're old peoples.
they're all on the board. The entire board is in my building.
Okay.
So I have people looking in my windows. I have people...
Okay, they're looking in your windows, literally?
Literally.
Okay, that's really weird.
Absolutely. It's just, it's not my vibe. Everyone's older, too, at the retirement community for, like, snowbirds.
Why did you do research on this? Anytime
I thought it was a good deal.
When I buy a primary residence, which it sounds like I make it sound like I'm doing that, like, every month. No one's like, okay. Like, okay, this year...
Fan service. I could do fan service. I'll show you my thighs later, dude, but I can't do it right now. You know what I mean?
I'm getting, I technically already closed on the house. I'm just renovating it. And then 2 years ago, I got the house before this, right? But what do I do before I do that? And how I saved myself on a house that I almost got, that I was this close to closing on? I knock on every door on that street. I meet everyone. I get their perspective for living there. Mm-hmm. I do my research. I go there at different times throughout the day. You're going to live there. You want it to be great. You do your research. This is a fucking house. This is a multi-$100,000 loan. This isn't something you just do out of the whim. You didn't know old people were just fucking going and dying?
Yeah, they're also annoying as shit. The old people are fucking obnoxious. They're stupid. Nah, but for real, they're very annoying. Old people are very annoying. That's the whole fucking problem. Oh, I think I see now.
Well, I knew that, but I figured it was more of a snowbird situation, that they'd be gone like half the year.
Did you ask people? So there we go. This is your fault. This is just your fault.
It's my fault, but I don't want to be in the situation.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you're young. You don't really get it, I fucking feel you on that.
And even though this is my fault, I know it's my fault.
Yeah.
Well, they're saying you put a big trip on here.
Oh, yeah.
Skankfest?
Yeah.
Skankfest? What the fuck?
Comedy?
Mm-hmm. It's comedy.
Oh, yeah, I have heard of that.
It's so fun. And I know
but you can't afford to live in your own place. So we're putting comedy over living in your own place?
Hell yeah, dude. The comedy of life. Hey, Caleb, come on, dude.
Well, that's why it's on my credit card. So I can pay for it.
That's dumb. That's not cute. That's not cute.
But I love comedy.
Cool. Watch it on YouTube.
It's not the same.
I love comedy.
No, it's not. It's not. But
Hey, you love comedy? Watch Papa Gut. So he's such a funny guy. Shout out Skankfest. Shout out Papa Gut. Shout out comedy. What the fuck? Shout out dentist. What the fuck? Or did I say dentist? I gotta go to that soon.
You can do things you want to do when you can afford them.
Though?
When you can afford them, you can't.
But Caleb, what's your opinion on why the fuck I can't throw the lightsaber as a weapon? That's just kind of like a real question. This is stupid.
If I can't afford it now, I figured it would be paid off by the time the event actually comes in November.
Oh,
well,
shit.
Good news. Okay? Instead of that dumb Gankfest bull, we're going to have a comedy show for you. I'm being told, and it's free.
Oh, because it's your life.
Here we go. The roast. The official roast of Janette.
Janette.
Janette. That's fine.
Janette.
You can't jump over that. What the fuck
We
do you
use
do?
fake names. I don't know. First up, Marketing Josh.
I wrote down some jokes for you.
I'm so excited
What the fuck is this? Is this on their like after show, but not?
to hear them.
A slight roast. I heard about your finances, so it was very easy to be creative for you. And I'm gonna start out with this first one. You're so broke, your idea of a luxury item is a secondhand paper towel. You're so broke, when you applied for a credit card, the bank instead sent you a sympathy card.
Damn, he's getting her.
I'm sorry about that, I heard.
This guy's too nice, Caleb. Fire him right now. Fire him. Just kidding.
You're so broke, your credit card got declined at the dollar store.
Damn.
You can't be doing that. You're so broke,
Yeah, well, it do be $1.25 now. It do be $1.25.
you wash paper plates. That's rock bottom, girl.
She just leaves
I feel like you're better off buying plastic plates and then washing those. Doesn't that make more sense?
them in her
How
apartment.
about the fuck this guy?
Aw.
You guys ready for this?
Make sure you never eat at her place. You're so broke, you count ramen noodles as a food group.
Okay, I'm dead.
Do you
That's a
not?
lot.
You don't do?
I would never do that.
Damn.
You're so broke, when you walk past a payday loan place, they just laugh. You don't even get accepted there. You're so broke, your piggy bank is on a hunger strike. You know what should go on a hunger
Damn.
strike? You're so broke, you bring a spoon to the Super Bowl. Girl, if you
Oh, because it's a big, but that makes sense. It's a bowl. It's a big, super large bowl, dude.
end up in the Super Bowl, how the f did you afford that? You're so broke, your houseplants wish they were weeds outside.
That's
You know how tragic that is?
that one's
That's it for me,
personal.
though.
The Super Bowl is what she calls her breakfast every morning.
Oh, Caleb. Come on, Caleb. What the hell? Why you gotta call her fat, Caleb? What the hell, dude? The hell, bro? You know what it is? It's because Caleb is a hefty guy. Not like that big, but he feels like he call people fat. You know what I mean? I feel that.
Stop on the roast of Janette, The Office's favorite lesbian and video editor.
Another lesbian. Oh, it's like we're doing a lesbian episode today. Okay, what the fuck?
Aaron. Woo!
What's up, Janette? You're so broke, your
Okay.
idea of meal prep is sniffing a food court.
Oh,
You can smell that Annie Ann's from a couple staircases away.
Auntie Anne's fucking slaps my balls, though. Let's be fucking real. Auntie Anne's slaps my balls. If that was my real aunt, I'd let her molest me. Are you kidding me? Those things are fucking delicious. Clip that out, August, and then take this part out.
You're so broke, your couch has more coins than your bank account.
Was that even clippable? I feel like that was so fucking cringe. Dude, am I cringe as fuck?
So broke, your
Fuck.
dreams have a budget. How does that feel?
She's sympathy laughing because she's attracted to you. She's attracted to her. Oh shit.
Great.
Yeah, you're so broke, even your check engine light gave up. Uh-huh.
And so did her tires.
You're so broke, your idea of fine dining is a Saturday samples at Costco.
Dude, Saturday samples, they kind of lit. But I feel like how are you poor? How are you poor? Dude, shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up. I don't even know the joke I made. But how are you poor and you have a Costco membership? Right? Like, that's crazy.
You're so broke, you steal napkins to use as toilet paper. That's
Damn.
just sad, Janette. It's
Janette, just install a bidet, Janette. Come on. You should know better.
really sad. You're so broke, your welcome mat just says help.
And that's what it screams when you stand on it.
Caleb, what the fuck?
You have any roast back?
I just want to say your teeth are beautiful. Not really a
Okay.
roast.
I told you they're hitting on each other.
And we transition. And last up for the roast of Janette, The Office's favorite degenerate, Brandon.
Congrats
Caleb, how the fuck are you gonna let him steal that title from you, dude?
on being f***ed. You're so broke, you can't even pay attention. You're so broke, ducks throw bread at you. You're so broke, your wallet has a cast and crutches. You're so broke, you go to KFC to lick other people's fingers. You're so
Because it's finger looking good. That one was funny. That one was actually funny.
broke, when someone rings the doorbell, you stick your head out the window and yell, ding dong. You're so broke, even your imaginary friend.
That's funny. You know what my mom does when people ring? They try to like come in there and talk to her. She fucking yells at people like she's got a fucking vendetta against the goddamn world. She's insane. My mother's insane. She was telling me a fucking story the other day. She was like, some guy stopped by trying to sell her solar, trying to do his job, and she fucking gave him the business. She gave him shit for it. It was fun. I was like, what the hell? Why do you give him so much shit? He's like, I know he's doing his job, but I hate it when they come here. I was like, okay, fucking Jesus.
Won't lend you money. You're so broke,
I
your
did
piggy
dodge.
bank filed for unemployment. And you're so
Damn.
broke, your calendar skips payday.
Damn.
Oh my goodness. As we just transitioned back, I just read the craziest fucking note. Okay. But either way, there you go. Now you don't need to pay for Skankfest. Okay? You had your little comedy show. We provided it for free.
That was a fun bit, Caleb. I liked it.
Okay? Okay. So no more. How much did the Skankfest cost?
The ticket was $600. And And that's not including travel and hotel.
When is travel and hotel?
The hotel is probably going to end up being like $400. splitting
When?
that one. When?
When?
November.
For fuck's sake, dude, you can't afford your fucking life.
That's kind of why it's
Yeah,
planned
what's
so
up,
far
bitch?
away.
Well,
What's
speaking
up,
of
bitch?
Skankfest, what made me giggle is I
What's up, dude? I'm a professional at this game. I'm a fucking gamer today, dude.
guess you're also
Hardest difficulty, by the way.
obsessed with Spankfest as well. Sugar Mama?
Dude, what is Spankfest? Like, what do you do there? You fucking goon festival, Spank festival, jork off festival? What the hell do they do?
Sugar Mama? You pay people
Damn.
after you.
Wait, so how many tickets is she buying here?
Well, not all the time. And I don't pay them with money. That's kind of like,
I don't know. I'm
It's kind of like prostitution. That's what sugar babies are. That's what you guys do. It's all prostitution, okay?
I'm being read every time she
Legal
boned someone. She would gift them gifts.
I wouldn't say every time, but I mean at least 3 or 4 times.
I don't know. That's very unbecoming behavior, but only for a woman. It's okay if men do it. No, I'm just kidding. Wait, it's back?
That's happened.
Bought them AirPods and Apple Watches.
Gotta take care of my babies.
AirPods and Apple Watches, though, bro? Dude, here's what I used to do. I was never a sugar daddy or anything, but check this out. I used to work late till 10 o'clock at night. You want to know what's perfect at 10? Half apps at Applebee's. The perfect date and the perfect excuse. I work till 10. Sorry. Sorry, girly pop. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Was that just their pay? Did they want to?
Yeah, what? Yeah, of course they wanted
They were getting AirPods, and
Yeah, because I was like, you're such a good boy. You get some AirPods. Take care of you.
so we can't afford life, but we're buying P&I AirPods and watches.
Say P&I AirPods. She's got to put an air tag on that Pinor.
Not all the time, but I would say sometimes.
I'm so confused. You can't even afford to pay your own bills. This makes no sense. Going out to eat was like $700. Unknown shopping is typically, it's just like Amazon and stuff was like $1,300. Miscellaneous bullshit was another almost $700. So it's like, what the fuck are you doing? You can't pay. You can't pay to.
I just like to make sure they get little consolation.
Trust me, they were happy if it concluded. Well, no, not like that. I meant more.
Probably makes her feel good, bro. It's an ego thing. Caleb, come on, bro. You're a top tier gooner. I know you know what it means.
They finished.
Okay.
Apple Watches down. Applebee's up. Yep, exactly, dude. I agree with that.
Well,
Jesus.
well, I don't know. Maybe that too, but this is like, dude.
Damn, big balls.
Again, I mean, look. Oh, I was just about to move on. You've had a fucking late fee this year so far on this card. You're buying ball sacks AirPods? You're buying ball sacks AirPods! And yet you're not even paying your damn minimum monthly payment on time to this card. And you're spending $1,000, what was it, $500 on this card?
She spent ball sacks? Is that what you said to me, Caleb Hammer? You say something about ball sack? Somebody's ball sack?
And you're not even paying it on time! Why?
I didn't know there was a
Oh, for fuck's
I know that's not a
sake.
good excuse, but I genuinely didn't know that.
Oh my,
Damn.
dude.
I didn't even know my monthly
She's buying ball sacks. She's buying fucking ball sacks? I don't really understand what the hell that means.
Hundreds in interest this year so far. Hundreds in interest this year so far on one card. And then a late fee.
I didn't know.
We're still barely even into this year.
I know.
Damn.
What was a late fee this year or this month?
Yes! No, it wasn't this month. It was this year, though. Why? What an
Yeah, stop buying AirPods. Buy Tide Pods. Dude, you're also very tasty. Yum, 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 yum. Just kidding. Don't eat those, dude. They're bad for you. Oh, I came from here.
be paid on time. Can you tell me that? I know you didn't know when, but why wouldn't it be paid?
Just being stupid is
Okay. You're done then, right? Like, what's the point of this fucking conversation? If everything we do anything, I'm stupid.
because I want to write down the things that I'm stupid about so I can.
And you're not.
Well,
I feel like in this episode of Dragon Ball Caleb, he's doing a good job of being unhinged without it being like too offensive. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the manga guy was really stupid, but he was a little mean to that guy. But this feels like he's hit a good mark where he's being crazy, but he's not necessarily insulting her, except for the fat jokes. That was fucking weird as hell. But I love you, Caleb, and I died.
I am. I'm making mental notes
But you're stupid.
for sure. I am stupid.
Actually, never mind.
But I'm trying to not be
I
stupid.
still
You
love
can
you,
learn.
Caleb.
You don't have to be stupid forever,
True.
right?
I agree, but we're approaching.
True. You got to use your life as a learning experience in order to be less stupid.
27 on Monday, you said.
Yeah.
Damn, 27. Shit, I was dumb as fucking dog shit too. I'm gonna be real with you, Caleb. I was a fucking late bloomer.
I feel like I'm doing pretty good for
Late bloomer, late coomer. You know what I'm saying, dude?
27.
I'm glad you got into a house. You got into a horrible housing situation that you never should have. You should have researched. You should have honestly probably taken our real estate class before you fucking purchased the house.
True,
But-
that's a lot. I don't even know what the fuck that. I don't even know what that was a thing, Caleb. I'm be real with you, dog.
No, at least you get to watch that for free now for your next one. If you ever get out of this house, good luck. Okay, Apple Card,
Look at this thing. I sliced it in half.
$1,345.34. Minimum monthly payment $60. 8 years to pay this one off.
Pugger.
That's a long time.
It's a long time. You'll be mid-30s. Massage?
Okay.
Oh, Massage Lux?
Yeah.
The
It's only $5.
for what?
I have my membership on hold until I get more money. So I pay them $5 a month, basically to not charge me $70 a month.
Jesus Christ. Well, she probably has to do that just to maintain like whatever contractual obligation, but that's fucking crazy. What's the cancellation fee on that?
So I can keep my
So you don't even get the service.
correct.
Oh, for fuck's sake, this is so moronic.
Correct.
This is so moronic. You spend double what you make and you're paying to keep a subscription on hold? What the fuck are you doing? Bark.co, you spend enough on the pup. Apple Bill? Pull up your phone again. You got a Ring plan so you can like see the fucking someone collapse with a heart attack in front of your door?
Yeah. Or the old people, you know. I just want to make
Yeah.
sure they're not looking at my windows.
She should fraudulently put life insurance on other of these people and then collect when they die. That's a smart idea, right? What do you guys think of that?
Won't you see them?
No, I'm not.
Would
home
that
all
not be the
time.
same?
Cool.
Give. I don't need to see your Apple.
I didn't know.
He's looking through their phone for nudes, dude. He's looking through her phone for nudes right now. Holy shit.
Okay. You just have iCloud Plus. Yeah, that is that bill. It's the iCloud Plus. Extra storage. I don't fucking know. So what's up with this card?
So this card is basically like, it's, you know, it's easy when you're on your phone.
My joke is getting predictable. Dude, stop it. Come on, dude. I got to make the same jokes because like I got to worry about the new viewers. You guys are so yesterday. You guys are all people that live in her community and you're going to die soon. Anyway, fuck you. I got to make jokes for new people. All right, suck a dick. Just kidding. I was a little rude. Sorry.
And it's the first card that comes up when you go to pay stuff, and it's connected to all my things, like my bark box and stuff like that.
Yeah.
My bark box. That's what I call my pussy as well.
Could see that.
There's a couple of things on eBay that I purchased on that card.
What the
What are we
fuck?
getting on eBay? Who's using eBay? What are you
I
getting
love
on eBay?
I love eBay.
Congratulations. I'm sure you do. You
eBay
love
is
getting things that
so
show up to your
cool.
house. I know. That's
Dude, oh, I don't like cheap shit. eBay. Incredible. Incredible.
your
I just
pastime.
love stupid shit. I love
I
buying
know.
dumb shirts.
That's how this conversation started. Yeah. Dumb shirts?
Yeah, like
Dumb
who's a good
shirts.
boy?
Yeah, that is a dumb.
I actually do too, Caleb. This is something I love as well. I love buying stupid fucking shirts all the time. This is not a joke. This is real. This is real shit, dude. Caleb, I'm with her on this one. I love buying stupid meme shirts.
Dumb shirts.
Yeah, I know. I got them on eBay.
So we're going to potentially go bankrupt for dumb shirts.
Well, I mean,
Interesting
You got like the Hassan laugh on that one.
strategy. Is that your version of comedy? You love comedy shows so much. Your comedy is who's a good boy on our shirt.
no. It kind of just sets the tone.
How much you spend on this bull?
It's a meme.
I try to
dude.
get like $10
I got a shirt that says lesbians eat what? You know what I mean? It's cool.
shirts.
Where do you travel?
Okay.
I
Okay,
travel.
that's
I try to get out of the state like 2 or 3 times a year.
How? You can't even come close to affording that.
That's
How?
like credit cards and stuff.
You can't. And you probably go fucking wild when you travel too.
Well,
Just look at you. You can't control yourself when you're home,
I mean, I just black out. You know, the time that you're on vacation doesn't count towards the time.
which is great when we go on vacation once a quarter.
I just like.
You make like $50,000 a year before taxes. 4 vacations where we just black out and spend all our money a year. Good fucking luck.
I know. I just again, I goes
Damn.
back to the I like it. I like.
I
it.
know
It's
what
comfy
you like. I don't give a
for sure.
Great response. I love what you like. I don't give a fuck. For sure.
I like it. I got
Oh,
friends in
they're trying to be
Colorado.
cute.
I got friends in Colorado. I have friends
Cool.
out here
FaceTime them.
right now.
No.
Oh.
Instead of traveling to Colorado.
Colorado's cool.
I'm sure it is. You can't afford that. What, oh my, you are you not understanding that it's like great? I understand it's nice. I understand it's cool. I understand you want to do it. You mathematically cannot afford it because you got fired from your last job because you're irresponsible and don't know how to do your job.
And
That was the fault of you and you alone. Whether or not it was a petty fire, you still did something incorrect and you got fired. Oh no, the consequences of my own actions. Who would have thought? Okay, so that happened. Now you make less money. You can't live the lifestyle you did before. That is you making choices. I don't give a fuck if it's fun. It's all on you. And you do not have to say yes because it's fun.
I have a
For the
hard time
sake of
saying
your
no.
future, I obviously see that. So you need to sit down with a fucking therapist and figure that shit out. I'll gift you therapy. 3 free sessions with Sondermind. They use them. I use them. They're great. Work on these coping
Fucking
mechanisms.
Sondermind.
Learn to say no.
That's hard. I know hard things are.
Say
I know.
two things.
Hard.
It's hard. It's fun. It's hard. It's fun.
Hey, that's me too, dude. It's hard and it's fun, baby. Not for anybody else though.
Those
You're
are my
never gonna
lives.
do anything if this is your brain. And you didn't know how fucking people banged at 19, and then you pay people to fuck after that. Like it's like
Well,
okay.
when you say it like that sounds bad. When you say it like that, paying people to sounds bad.
Not really.
Reading it as I see it.
Hanging out with someone for a month and then being like, all right, here's some AirPods. Ta-ta. That's different.
Oh, that's lame. What's the fucking point then? I don't know. Like I was like, okay, so what she's doing, I thought it was like some kind of like, oh, you feel some type of way when you do shit like that. Gives you an ego boost or something. Nah, she's just giving them gifts. I thought that she was an alpha Chad sugar mommy, but what she actually is a beta cringe gift giver. Ew, cringe. Sorry.
In my opinion.
Sorry, loser.
So weird. Okay.
Now, see, I get it. I get the whole dominance of like buying gifts. Well, not buying gifts, but like sugar baby shit, I guess. I've never done it before, but I can like get it. I get it. Like, oh, I'm spending money. Like, you know, you feel good or whatever. But I don't get like you're just giving people gifts. It's not fucking cool. You're lame. You're lame. She's like a performative. Like, oh, good boy. She's doing. It's all performance, you know.
I don't know. I just
get the
you haven't grown as a human mentally.
But I own a house and a business and I have a job.
That is true. She does have all those things, actually, Caleb. She's probably one of the best people that we've seen on this show so far.
You're underwater on your house by $55,000 and you want to sell it. You have a business that makes $300 a month and you can't operate it out of the place that you live in, which is where you're operating your business. Shut the
True.
fuck up. You have
That is true. Those are also facts, but
there's nothing to be proud of here.
I feel like I have the things in place, just not the best execution.
This is a business credit card?
Mm-hmm.
Over the past year and a half, my team and I have worked with experts to create the literal best for financial education programs on the entire internet. And even with a full month for a money back guarantee, we have the lowest refund
I like how he filmed that with the screw. He's like, that was silly.
rate in the entire industry by far. So I'll teach you how to budget, no matter where you are in life, how you should be investing based on your investing profile, and how to get into real estate for the very first time or grow a massive rental property empire like I have in my own life. And I can also teach you how to get out of bad debt, but also utilize good debt to your advantage. And each of these
What if I just take a bunch of good debt out and pay off my bad debt? Will I be a good little boy that deserves an Apple AirPod?
This is available individually in the education section in the description below, but at the top of that section, you can also bundle all four of them together for 15% off. So join the over 10,000 people who have gone through my
I need a force push to push down a wall that should be able to be cut by a lightsaber. Okay, cool game.
educational programs and have changed their
Cringe.
lives. And to learn more, just go to calebhammer.com or just click those links in the description below. Okay. Yo, $2,457.16 with a minimum monthly payment. You purchased $353. For fuck's sake.
I think it's just gas, though.
We'll see.
$300 again. Oh, that makes
Minimum
sense.
payment is $25.
That actually makes sense. Does she write that gas? I mean, I hope that she at least tries to write off the gas that she does all this unnecessary driving for to go to these different. That's probably, I don't know. It just seems so stupid. At least Uber on your way there, you know? At least do something.
So this will never be paid off. How long will it take to pay off? It doesn't say, but it's going to take forever, that's for sure. My goodness. Yeah, some of it's gas, but there's also Tractor Supply.
Dog food.
$152
Yeah, that's weird that you can get dog food from fucking Tractor Supply, isn't it? Or am I the weird one? Oh, what the fuck?
in dog food in one purchase?
That's dog food and cat food, sounds like.
How many pets do you have?
Well, I'm a pet sitter, so I always have to have extra stuff on hand. Like, I always
Not
have
food,
extra.
though. The owners have the food.
It's always good to have extra, and I buy it in bulk.
I mean, that's nice, but you don't charge enough to be doing that kind of shit. You don't really charge enough. Oh, shit. She doesn't really charge enough to be doing that shit. Like, to be able to, like, get a bunch of pet food. Like, that's a nice, but it's like, oh, we give you $20 to watch our dog, and then she's feeding them $20 worth of fucking dog food.
Yeah, but feeding them something outside of their diet is going to make them...
Not necessarily. Sometimes, yeah. But I have some dogs that are just
I'd be
like,
pissed if my dog watcher fed them some out-of-diet food, not
but what
a
if you
treat.
didn't send me enough food to watch your dog?
I would.
Well, I feel like that's kind of on them. That's the answer. I don't understand. She just likes to give dogs treats. But yes, you would have the owner... The expectation from the owner to like fucking feed their own dog is not too high of a price here.
Not everyone does competence.
Okay, so it's when they're with you for... But you can't do that in your place, business. So
I still do it.
They can fucking, like,
They threatened to fine me $100 a day until I stopped.
Yeah, and,
but I mean,
it can get worse too.
Yeah, but nothing's ever come about it since I got that one thing in the mail.
How much do you spend on pets on a monthly basis?
Oof, I honestly don't know. A lot.
What do you think?
Probably like a band between dog food, treats.
Band. That's $1,000, right?
$1,000.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, just buy a lot for the business and 1,000 hours a month on it, but you make 300. So it's like, yeah, what a great business you're running. You go in the hole for it.
But
True, a face sitter better than fence sitter. True.
do make more money than 300. That's just what
How
I bring
much
in.
then?
I would say it's definitely less than 5,000 a year since I can't be full time on it. I can't dedicate.
Let's call it even 5,000 hours a year. Let's just say that. That's $400 a month. Okay, so
Okay, I was a little off. I think it's a little bit more than that.
you said I don't even bring in 5,000 a year. I gave you 5,000.
Yeah, I think last year I did.
Okay, he overestimated and she wasn't satisfied. I don't understand. What the fuck is she talking about?
Well, because I had more time dedicated to it, but now that I have my 9 to 5,
Like, it sounds nice that she likes to fucking watch dogs or whatever. Wait, hold on a second. Wait. This is just like clicking to me. This doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm a little confused. All right. She watches dogs in her house? But didn't she say she has to drive a bunch to go to the appointments? Does that mean that she's actually driving to pick up the dogs to sit pets at them? Or is that like unhinged? Is that just stupid? Or is it a little bit of both? Do we think it's like a little bit of both?
it's probably more accurate to
I don't
$300,
know.
$400 a month. But prior, I was
Something
making way
doesn't
more
make sense here.
because I was able to spend more time on it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, they're fucking with me. They're saying she spends 400 hours a month on something stupid. What else do you spend 400 hours a month on?
How the fuck
Is
did I
it-
not force push that?
Is it? You tell me.
I don't know.
Better not be. Is it? It's a ton of money.
Where's my respawn?
Is it?
Oh, it is. Oh, you spent literally $420 this last month. Are you?
Oh, she watches and does dog grooming? This whole thing is stupid. Why didn't you get like a car to dog groom out of? Don't people? I've seen like mobile dog groomers before. Is that not an option for her? That seems like a smarter option, no? Doing some kind of mobile dog grooming. This makes sense to me.
fucking kidding me? Oh, are you fucking kidding me? That's insane.
That's kind of cool though. 420.
Yeah, that's hilarious. When you can't literally afford life, you are a joke.
420. She's so stupid. What the fuck? Holy shit.
You're an excuse for a human. I have no respect for you. I have no respect for you.
Jesus Christ. Kid.
I hope you do well, but I have no respect for you. You're a joke.
Damn.
You're a child. You're a joke. I'm sorry. I'm telling it as it is. No more
That's
roasting.
fucking
No more little
crazy.
community kikis. You're a child.
No. Caleb,
You're a
stop
child. You've
being-
never developed
Stop being mean to the Gooner Queen, dude.
beyond like 12. I have no respect for you as
But
a
I have
human.
all the adult stuff.
Underwater on a mortgage? Is that an adult thing?
Yeah, it is. A lot of people are underwater on their mortgage, but at least I have a house. Is that not normal? Like, isn't it like a recession or some shit?
We don't know. We have to have 2/4 of GDP decline for a recession. 2.5% of people with mortgages are underwater on their home. No, the majority of people do not. In fact, at basically the worst, which was the 2008 mortgage crisis, was 23%. So not even a full quarter. So no, that is not the adult thing to do. You're in a small minority of people who got in way over their head and didn't do the research and f***ed over their lives.
But doesn't it make my credit look good that I own a house?
Maybe if you're making the payments.
Your seller finance probably isn't showing up in your credit.
Oh.
Right?
I don't know.
Is he reporting it to the f***ing credit bureaus? I don't think so.
I don't know.
I'd be beyond surprised. I'll be honest. I don't even know.
Me neither.
Yeah, it doesn't automatically appear on your credit. But you can potentially get seller financing reporting. You would have to take extra steps, or they would have to take extra steps using like a loan servicing company, or reporting it via third-party services like Rental Karma or Payment Report or Zingo. And
Well, I mean, like, what the fuck? Even if it looks good on her credit, they're going to look at her monthly wage and be like, oh, this is not good. Like, what does she have? An inconsistent dog walking and grooming service? Like, oh, okay. How is that going to bode well for her? What loan is she going to take out? Like, I feel like at this point, if her credit was terrible, it wouldn't even matter. She's not doing anything with it.
you can establish
Or, like, she can't do anything with it. What the fuck is she going to do with it?
a formal loan agreement, which I'm sure you did in order to report that history. So, I mean, it's possible.
What's the point of being up here? Oh.
But also just don't people over. You took this. Hopefully they just take it back if you don't. I mean, they could.
That'd be like
Legally.
best case scenario. I would love
Yeah, but
that.
what if they go through the steps because you f them over reporting that? Like a seller finance foreclosure. You want that on your credit?
I don't know. I don't know how that works. I just figured anything to do with the house
Well, it
would look.
sounds like they can at least attempt to get it on your credit.
That would be cool.
No, the foreclosure.
Oh, yeah. No,
I'm
no,
not
that would not.
understanding. She wants him to take the house away. Does she think that absolves her from paying, or she wants? But if she forecloses, you lose that entire asset, and then you can't even like. Then you can't even fucking like go live anywhere. What the fuck is she talking about? Does she have any friends to live with?
That'd be cool.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god.
I just checked this. You spend 1,000 hours a month to bring in 400 at the max. This is moronic. This is not a business. Don't call it a business again.
It feels
What
like
a joke.
charity. No, for sure.
Yes, that's close. Okay, well,
But, I mean, yeah, if you're driving an absurd amount of time just to do this, then yes, it feels like charity. Obviously.
this card has $0 on it, so I don't know why I'm seeing this.
Oh, I think that's my car.
Oh, there's a car on the second page. Well, it's at a 2.25% interest rate. I wish your house was. I mean, that's a good rate for a car.
That is a good rate. My car's fucking 5% interest rate. It's ridiculous right now.
Oh, what is the car?
I have a 2018 Hyundai Tucson.
Balance is $5,250.68. And the minimum monthly payment is $427. I mean, it's chunky. Chunky, probably a shorter term. How long have you had this? How's the condition? What's the car like?
I bought it in 2018. It's a great car. I love my car. I do fly through tires like a motherfucker though,
Why?
because I drive all over town for this stupid charity job
Fuck
that I
that
love,
job.
but I need to figure out how to make money on it.
Stupid charity job.
But
You need to stop doing it. If you're calling it a charity, it's not productive. Why isn't she just getting a second job at like doing some kind of dog grooming or something at fucking Petco? Okay. Why isn't she just why isn't she just like doing why doesn't she just go get a job at like Petco as like a second job, like part-time there? Get a dog grooming thing. What?
I've gotten at least 2 sets of tires in the last year.
Well, I'll gift you a course career certification. Use the accounting one for your own business, and I think you'll learn that $1,000 out and 400 in equals no.
But how do I get to make more money than $400?
Dude,
We already
how the
talked about
fuck
this
am I not
earlier. What
latching
the
on?
I thought you were taking mental notes. I thought that was your special superpower.
That's not.
That she really wants to. It sounds like you're gonna have to increase the price just to break even by 2.5 times the price just to break even. So okay, incredible game. But that's not gonna happen. It sounds like she needs to give up this job or let people drive to her if they want to drop their dogs off, or just make sure that she keeps it local. There's like a million different things you could do, but okay.
Not a superpower, but I do want to know.
You have to charge more. You need to charge locally, so you're able to go in between places quicker, and you got to just cut out the people that are far away, and you're not charging enough. Or no more charity. You said it feels like a charity. We can't be like a charity anymore.
You know,
How much do you think the car's worth?
probably like 7,000.
We're seeing it. Well, what condition is it in?
That's pretty good.
Okay,
Yeah, so keep the car, obviously, but stop doing the bullshit work.
pretty good.
Like fair, I guess it would be.
Okay, it's
What are my
probably worth
options?
like 10,000 then. We're getting 14,000 for good condition.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah.
That's not bad, right?
What, does she
Yeah.
want to sell it?
Yeah. Yeah. You're underwater in your house, not your car. I'd rather it be the car than the house, but
But I could always live in my car if it's.
Hey, wait, how are you going to do dog grooming in the car, though? I don't know how I'm not latching onto this. It's actually really pissing me off.
If anything happens,
This makes no sense. This game's
What
is
do you
fucking
that
so
you being
stupid.
cute, or is that a real
that's like a real thing. If I'm homeless, at least my car will be paid off.
sick, man? At least my car will be paid off. It's okay to be homeless. Great. All right. Student loans for what degree?
It was a technical college. I went to be an esthetician, which is
Why don't you just do that then?
Esthetician, really?
skin and nails.
Yep. It just really doesn't make much money.
Yeah.
That field. It takes a long time to make decent money on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was awful. I was a waxer, and I only did it for about maybe 6 months.
What the fuck are you doing? Why are you not paying on it? They'll
Uh,
garnish your fucking wages.
I think it's called deferred.
It's deferred?
You think it's called deferred? Yeah, okay, so you're still generating interest on this loan? Okay.
Or
So they usually defer the payments, but you still have the interest to deal with.
something like that. 'cause
No, I see a regular amount, $50.
I told them that I lost
Oh,
my
current
job.
due $0. Yeah, what are they going to do when you file taxes and they say, oh, she has a job?
Well, that comes off. I think automatic. They gave me a year.
Okay, year until when? When's year?
I think I start paying back on it in June, July.
Okay, so it'll be $50. I'll just put that in your budget for now.
Mhm.
But you stopped.
Yeah, dude, I was a waxer. I saw
That means nothing to
Okay.
me.
Okay, I was
You were
18.
waxing.
Oh, so then all you have to do, if you're a waxer, you just take pictures of people without their consent, then you sell them online. Boom. Easy. Fucking easy money, baby. Just
I was
kidding.
waxing vaginas and dirty buttholes.
Did you just...
Oh,
Oh my gosh, you really...
That's terrible, though. Dirty buttholes? Shit, if you're going to get your fucking asshole waxed, you got to at least clean your duty booty, you know?
do infantilize yourself. You chose to get into it. Also, it's
really
just a
think it was like
private
that.
part. Who gives a It's not
Kill him.
It's not fucking porn. I'm so confused. It was a job. It was just like if you were doing something medical as well. And if you're uncomfortable, don't go into it. But don't do the I was 18 and I saw a naked body. Oh my what
can deal
are
with-
you?
I can deal
You're
with naked.
literally a professional Redditor or Twitter user. You
can
are a
deal
child. You are the most Gen Z. I don't
I feel like was that the point she was trying to make? I thought she was just saying that she was young and stupid. Did I misconstrued that? Is that on me? What the fuck?
I hate Gen Z. I'm in that weird Gen Z millennial hybrid anyway, so it's just like whatever. But what is this infantilization? I'm 18. I'm 19. I've never heard of sex. Oh!
What the fuck? What the hell is Caleb talking about? I just had to like re-listen to it because I felt like I was going crazy. She was just complaining that she was 18 and waxing dirty buttholes. I don't think that she was saying something crazy.
19. I've never heard of sex. Oh! 18. I saw. Oh!
I mean, dude, I'm a virgin, dude. I'm a fucking virgin.
No, I can handle pussy and I can handle butthole. But when a bitch is coming and running a mile and then comes in, like, can I get a full Brazilian? That is.
Did you give her a towel?
I can wipe her with a baby wipe, which
She. But you can't have
That's kind of disgusting that you have to wipe someone else's ass with the baby wipe.
her.
that's a little bit.
Is there a shower there?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, baby, wipe it up. Okay, you didn't like it, but don't
was
do
gross.
the. I was 18.
I just felt like it was a lot for me as that age.
If literally seeing a naked body for you was a lot at 18, then you probably shouldn't be out of sight of your parents.
It was nasty. I can handle I can handle bodily, I can look at pair tits and a vagina, but a stinky, nasty, gross
Yeah, the people need to have a little more courtesy when they come in to get their booty hole waxed, you know?
I don't think it has to do with 18, though. I think that's just disgusting. I wouldn't like that either, but not because I'm 30.
But I'm throwing that in that I was also 18.
That shouldn't matter.
I just got out of high
That's a good point.
school. I didn't really know what was
I just got out of groom school, dude. What the fuck?
going on. I was just
Were
like,
you
yeah,
not raised?
Mm.
Like, what the what is this? Why are you assigning childlike behavior to yourself? You were an adult. People literally go serve in wars at that age. I don't.
Not me, dude. Not me.
Give
Fuck
a
that.
If it is too scary to see something that is stinky at 18, then you should not be driving a multi-ton vehicle at 70 miles per hour. You probably shouldn't be allowed to leave the house. You probably shouldn't be allowed to work a job where there are high-pressure situations because you are too immature. If you are incapable to exist at 18, you shouldn't be allowed to do anything. You can either infantilize yourself in nothing or in everything. If seeing something stinky is too much for an 18-year-old, then you need to be locked inside and coddled by your dad and be assigned a marriage.
All right.
that's a bit much.
Not really.
That's so funny because this is like kind of a talking point that I've used a little bit is that if you're like that immature and if this is usually I'll make this point when people are talking about how like, oh, somebody's like fucking and like they're like a 19-year-old and they can't do anything and they're basically infantilizing them to such like a disproportionate extent. I'll usually make this point and just be like, yeah, you're gonna have to have your dad like arrange marriage you if you think that 19-year-olds can't like they don't have their own agency and autonomy. So I wonder. I know Caleb. I think Caleb watches my stuff. I think he's my best friend. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, but I don't know.
If you are literally incapable of anything at
I
18,
think Caleb's my best friend. But I wonder if that's like part of it.
then I am not going to let you go have a job where someone might be a little upset if you don't do your job properly. I'm not going to let you drive a truck down a road.
Damn.
I think
I'm not going to let you go to college where you have to be responsible for yourself. Barely.
I think I'm pretty responsible. I mean, I moved out of my mom's when I was 19. I can't be that infinity, like
Well, it was your words, dude. I was using your own words.
that I'm a child.
You said that was a lot for an 18-year-old.
It was.
Not really. Most of us be fucking in high school.
Nah, dude, I was a fucking late bloomer. Late boomer. I don't think I had sex until I was like 19 or 20. It's crazy stuff.
I don't know many 18-year-olds that have a grown-up job that also moved out of their
Do
parents.
you live in a daycare?
No, I live in a shitty
Yeah,
small
most-
town that everyone lives in their parents'
A lot of
house.
people go to college, which means they move out at 18. That is a very common thing in our Western American culture. In fact, it has been more common historically to move out at 18 since at least the 40s.
I feel like nowadays it's not very common. I feel like now people are stuck in their fucking house forever. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. That's why I felt like I was fucking stuck in my goddamn house for quite a while. You know, it do be tough out there. It do be tough.
50s
Not
in
where-
our culture.
not
I
where I'm
don't.
from.
Well, then where you're from is
It is.
okay. Cool. That doesn't matter. You don't know people who have jobs at 18. That's on them. A lot of people, my fucking brothers, a lot of people I know, we go get a job at 16 so we can pay for the car, so we can pay for the gas, so we can do the things we want to do, so we can go live an independent lifestyle. You're so fucking coddled. What a disgusting joke that your age is. It's crazy. And you're like 2 years, you're like 4 years younger than me, so it's not even that big thing. You're not even, like you're not even 18 now. When you were 18, I was fucking 22. We were not even that far apart. And I didn't act like this. What is wrong with people like you? I will never understand. I was excited to be an adult. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with
Not me, dude. Not me. Fuck adulthood, dude. Adults are cringe. Being an adult is gay, dude. Is that gonna fall?
you guys. Children. Good luck ever existing in this world, man. You make me sound like a
Jesus Christ.
boomer,
Holy
but
moly.
there actually is something wrong.
He said Wong. Do you understand?
There actually is something wrong.
With the generation?
I guess, just with some people, the permanently, chronically online 18-year-olds who got separated from reality during COVID because they were locked inside, that's what we all did, but they just couldn't operate in the world after that. And they're mentally children for the rest of their lives. I don't know what the fuck happened. It's crazy. And I never realized it until I started the show and had to talk to people like you. It's crazy. Okay.
Drew.
Is that it? Is that all the debt?
It's probably most of the people he talks to, though, on purpose, Yeah, that's the content, baby. That's the content. I don't know, man. The last couple that I've been seeing, because I love Caleb regardless. It doesn't matter. Caleb could shoot a person on the middle of the street and I'd still love him, okay? But some of them do feel a little mean. Some of them feel a little forced mean, okay? As we ramp up. But most of the episode was chilling. We were vibing on it,
That looks like all the debt.
We were vibbing.
I think so. Pardon me, huh?
I feel like I didn't write something down. I have to look back real quick. I didn't write down the car. How much is owed on the car?
4,000 something.
What is the point of the sphere?
4,500 something.
4820. With a minimum payment of what?
I think it's 427.
440. Hey, we have $500 in our checking account. We're just going in, getting some bull, probably vaping.
Shit, I remember when I used to have no money in my fucking checking account. It's crazy.
I can't believe how much you spend on fucking weed on a monthly basis. That's crazy. It's like,
And that's just on my card. That's not even cash.
I used to fucking spend so much money on weed too. Back in the day, my ex smoked it, so it was like $1.20 a fucking every every fucking 3 weeks. It was crazy. It was crazy noise.
spend 15% of your income on what a joke.
50%?
15.
Oh, holy shit.
Still insane. Uber Eats. Oh my gosh, $25 there.
Damn, you gotta stop doing Uber Eats, dude. Uber Eats, more like Uber Feets, right? Did you guys think that was funny? Praise me. Yeah, but no, I feel like Uber Eats is fucking crazy. It's such an expensive thing. Just don't do it. I know it sounds so easy, but really, just don't do it.
Rib City, Venmoing out money, Zaxby's, Uber Eats, PayPaling out money, India's Grill, Clover, Venmoing out 15, Downtown House of Pies, Starbucks, Uber Eats, Spotify, Uber Eats, Etsy, Uber Eats.
True.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Killer
Slice
Caleb.
Life, Uber Eats, PayPal, eBay, Uber Eats. This is so going in to get the book in McDonald's.
Uber Eats will fucking kill you, man. If you're gonna go to McDonald's, at least just go get it yourself. She has a fucking car. You just get it yourself.
That was fucking stupid spending for someone that can't survive, plus another 400 on. Good luck. Good luck, dude.
Damn, he's pulling out the dude.
$100 and no, $100 is savings down from $914. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, here's another account, $2,600. So what's that?
I think that's my business credit card for gas.
No, it's not a credit card. Business savings? Do you have $2,600 in savings? Is it gone?
I think I have a savings. I think it's about 2,000.
She thinks that she has a savings. I feel like if you were that if you're that pressed for money, you would be pretty aware of what your savings is, no? Or is that just me being stupid?
Okay.
I
Oh my
thought
gosh,
you were saying
I
I have
don't
another
even
credit
know,
card.
for fuck's sake. $731 in Robinhood. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's investing, right? That's your 401k stuff. Well, I guess not a 401k, but that's you're investing in that.
Oh, this one's actually pretty good. Oh, it looks like you've been contributing to retirement. This is a weird, random, fucking just pile of gold in a stack of $50,000 in retirement. And for your income right now is actually on track for retirement. If it was your income of your last job, no, you wouldn't be, but okay. Wow.
Wait,
Well,
where
let's
did
see
it
if we can
go?
budget you. I can't behavior and mental
Oh.
you, but let's see if I can budget you. What are you even invested in when it comes to those?
I couldn't tell you. The Robinhood or in my retirement.
Both?
I have no idea. I had people pick it all for me.
Who picked?
My friends.
Oh,
I know.
oh,
I have
I
no
hope that
idea.
$50,000 stays there. But I don't know if it will if your friends are picking it.
Yeah.
Good luck, dude. Okay. 3,600. Sit down with the financial advisor next time. Debt and monthly payments. Okay, $708, not including the mortgage and HOA. Mortgage and HOA, really, $1,850. Okay, what about gas, electricity, utilities, internet, all that stuff combined? How much?
500?
Gas, vroom, drive. You drive a lot.
Just in gas, probably $200 a month. Like driving gas.
Sounds crazy. I thought it was going to be. Car insurance?
140.
Phone bill?
I have Mint, so it was like 200 for the year. So
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible. No, I don't have to do.
And we always...
Damn, 200 for a fucking year. I spent like $100 with me and my wife. No, wait, fuck. Me and my wife. I think I spent $200 a month, dude. Holy fuck. Maybe not anymore. Maybe that'll be if the phone's paid off. It's not that much. But I spend a pretty penny. I spend a pretty penny on it. But I like Verizon. I like having good stuff. But maybe I should consider like getting a shittier phone, like different service.
Tell people to get on Helium for $15 a month. That's also very good. It's very similar. So we'll budget you out to technically it would actually save you money. $17 a month for that. Necessary food, $300. Use our meal plan again. Cookbook. Use it. Budget friendly cookbook, $300 a month. TP fund, $100.
You know what's on the first page of the cookbook, guys? Don't Uber Eats anything. Stop getting Uber Eats.
Anything else you need or want if you have extra. Medical, healthcare. Anything on a monthly basis?
yes, probably like 150.
Subscriptions, no, but
Damn, it's fucking cheap. So goddamn cheap, bro. I fucking wish. Goddamn.
pet insurance?
Mm-mm. It's included with my job.
Okay. Pet food.
250.
Damn, a month?
That's for dog and cats.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
Wait, so how many dogs? Is it for her dogs or is it for like? I'm a little confused. Is it for her dog specifically? Or is it for all the other dogs that she takes care of? Because like, there's a consistent pattern here of her fucking doing
you're
like,
underwater.
weird shit. Like paying for everybody else's stuff when like that's not what you should really be doing.
It was pretty clear. $4,215. 615. Yeah, I mean the selling the house situation's a bit weird, but I mean you're under 55, so I doubt we can do that.
And that's not including the other gas, not vroom, drive.
What's the other gas? It's also not including wheat. No, f you. Okay.
What gas was she talking about?
I was gonna think of a plan, but f you. That spending a buddy overspent 0 out of 10. F you.
Wait, did she give him the fucking gas payment that she pays for like the house gas? What is she talking about?
Yeah, it's not the worst debt. You're underwater in your house. It's not great. 2 out of 10. Emergency fund, $2,000. 2 out of 10. Retirement, 10 out of 10. You're actually there for your age. And real estate, it's
Nice.
not great because of the
Yeah, at least she's gonna be able to retire.
situation, but if you held, it might work. 3 out of 10. Retirement is actually what's going to hold you. You might get to that before, that number that you said before that I wasn't expecting. Yeah, Hammer Financial Score rounded up 3.5 out of 10. You don't deserve it with that last statement. Pissing me off. Whatever.
Damn.
All right, join us in the post show, ladies and
I can't believe you pissed off Caleb Hammer. It's so hard to do.
gentlemen. And if you want even more content, thousands of hours, join the best YouTube membership on the entire platform. Join the Hammer Elite version. You can watch the post show there and a bunch of other shows.
Join the
And if you don't
Hammer
wanna be like
Elite
her, download the
versions.
Simpler Budget app, and you get the cookbook signed by me.
Join
Mailed directly to your door to send to the annual version. See you in the post show. $1,000 on that is a low life level behavior.
Oh my god.
You're paying your boyfriend
They locked the true gooning behind the paywall. Oh,
to be with you.
I mean, I am.
That is loser behavior.
How many AirPods have you
whoa! Oh, I thought that was like her girlfriend.
bought him?
Just one.
Just one? What the hell? What about the other ear?
you
Get her off their equilibrium.
Have an
Just a
Apple
gift.
Watch too? Are you doing this so you can like track them?
Exclusive members content. Click the link in the description or pin comment below and watch thousands of hours of extra and uncensored content.
I mean, I will say that's very compelling, guys. You might want to go fucking subscribe and check that out.